Hello, hello. What's going on, everybody? Hey, hey. So let me do these real quick and then I'll go back and show you exactly what I did to get to this point. So I don't know if you guys have been keeping up with my TikTok as of late, but this is how we have to do it if we want to sell our digital designs we make for sublimation or SVG in Canva. This is how we have to do it. It's not really too difficult. All it is adding just one extra step, but we can make it more difficult than what it really is. It really wasn't that hard to create this. So when I get done with this one, I'm going to show you exactly how I created this template here in a second. Because I have to take all of my digital downloads down off my website because I did it the wrong way and I have to re-upload all of them again. So it's a little frustrating, but you know, reading is fundamental. But when you know better, you do better. So So, like I said, it's just one extra step. Hello, it's not really, you know, that big of a deal, honestly. It's just one extra step. So, I'd rather do the one extra step and be within my legal bounds than to not do the extra step and worry about getting some type of seize or sue or whatever. So, it's not worth it. Just go the extra step. It's not that serious. It's not that serious. Just go the extra step, y'all. I'm going to teach you exactly how to do the extra step and still stay within your legal bounds. So, alrighty. I think I got one more left. Yeah, I think I got this one left. So, I mostly do my template designs in Facebook posts because it's the right size for what I need for Shopify. I use Shopify. So Shopify is, did I do this brown one? I don't remember. So Shopify is, no, I did not. Their picture sizes are the same size as the Facebook post. So when I'm doing mock-ups or I'm doing images for my store for display or just adding a product, I always do it in Facebook post on Canva because it's the same dimensions as the photo dimensions on Canva. So that's why, on Shopify. So that's why I use it. It's going to fill up the whole page because I don't like when the page is not all the way filled up. Like that really like bugs me out. So that's just what I like to do. You don't have to do it that way, but if you like kind of a border on your images, then you can do, you know, without the border. But I don't. I like for my images to actually fully like fill up the whole entire picture space. So I'm just a little extra, I guess. But I just like what I like, and that's why I do it that way. But so I actually did it the hard way because I forgot I had to add an actual link, and I didn't want someone to buy an image for one tumbler and get 10 designs because I had 10 to 15 designs on one canvas. So I did the dumb a little bit, and I had to do it this way, which I actually kind of like it this way, honestly. But so this is Pumpkin Spice Life. Let's see. If you need any type of classes, I do have classes on my YouTube channel. So I have more in-depth designing classes and teaching you just how to work Canva, how to navigate Canva. I do have that on my YouTube channel. I want to say it's called Canva 101, and I believe I had some, but they are titled Canva. If it's anything dealing with Canva, it will be titled Canva on my YouTube channel. PDF standard or PDF print. I love this one. I figured because it has something to do with coffee. But there's a lot of things on Canva that I'm still finding out. When I search for one thing, I'm like, ooh, I like that. So whenever you are searching for images on Canva, just make sure if you see something you like, always star it so it goes to your saves, because it's really frustrating trying to have to go back and try to memorize, okay, what did I search to find that? So when in doubt, just save it. I have learned that the hard way, and I'm like, you know what, let's just save it, because I don't want to have to try to go back and try to memorize what I typed in to find that exact image. So when in doubt, save it out. I just save it. So this is the last one, and I'm going to show you how I got to this point here in a minute. So just bear with me. I should have had this already done, but such is life. Download template. I'm going to change it to white. Okay. But I think this is the last one, though, that we have to do. And then we can... I released it too fast. All right. Oops. All right. So I'm gonna do this real quick, and then it's like I said, it's not very difficult. It's just adding one extra step, but I'd rather add the extra step and, you know, be legal than to not do the extra step and be lazy and get in trouble. Because my pockets, I'm pretty sure my pockets are not as deep as Canva's. So when in doubt, just go the extra mile. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So, all right. So that's the last one that we have to do. And make sure when you do make it a template, make sure you download it in PDF. Because when you download in PDF, it's going to give the customer an option to actually click this. It's going to take them straight to your template. So let me just explain a little bit of what's going on. So, a few posts ago, I had mentioned a few things about Canva, and I had a user tell me that what I was doing was the wrong way. And I was like, no, I'm doing right. You know, I did my research, blah, blah, blah. And come to find out I was wrong. So I emailed Canva. I was like, look, what is the deal with this? I read the terms and conditions, but can you just simplify it for me? Put it in Barney style. So they put it in Barney style and told me that I can make designs in Canva. And I can press them to products like a shirt or a tumbler, and sell it, which is perfectly fine. But to actually sell the design itself, I can't sell it as a digital download because the images that I use were created by other artists. So, okay, makes sense. They said, so to bypass this option for being able to sell it as a digital download, oops, sorry, y'all, you have to make it a template. So as long as you bring your customers back to the Canva program itself, you will be fine. All right, so let's do a demonstration of how I even got to that point. So what we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and we're going to open up Canva. We're going to do a Facebook post. We're going to do a blank post. So I already have my designs already pre-uploaded into my Canva. So the first things first, I did a video on this on my TikTok a while back. About using smart images for the Tumblr mockup. So this is a smart image. And so basically what a smart image is, it means it took out the inside of this Tumblr to be able to show whatever you put behind it. So you can't go on Google and just snag a good morning. So you can't go on Google and just snag a picture of a Tumblr because it's not going to work the same. So, this is how you know it's a smart image. If you go and change the background, it should take on whatever color background is behind it. So you see how it's empty right there and it took on the color of that pink. That's how you know it's a smart image. Okay, so we have our smart image in place. Now, when you're using smart images in Canva, you have to leave it the size that it is when you upload it. So if I try to change the size and make this bigger and try to cheat the system, it's not going to work. I've already tried. Now, if it works for you, let me know and I can do some adjustments. But as far as I know, when I try to reposition or resize this image right here, and when I try to put it behind it, it didn't work very well. So we have our smart image uploaded. I bought mine off of Etsy. If you do want that link to that smart image, please message me on TikTok after live. I will gladly share the creator who made it and you can buy it from her. So I have my image already uploaded. So let's do this one right here, which is this black and white striped floral. So what you're going to do first is you're going to turn your transparency down so you'll be able to actually see the tumbler behind the design. So anywhere between like 14 to maybe 20 would be good. It just depends on how good your eyesight is. I wear glasses. My eyesight has always not really been the best, so I have to make mine a little bit more see-through. And you're going to shrink it down to right below you see that lid. So let's zoom in a little bit. So you're going to shrink it down right before that lid of that tumbler. Now, overlap is okay. If you have a slight overlap, that's totally fine. You can make it exact. It's completely up to you. But now that we have the sizing, the height that we need, we're going to duplicate this 2 more times. And we're going to stack them right on top of each other. I am popular today. My phone is vibrating like crazy. So we're going to take this top layer. We're going to take this side scrub bar, and we're going to match it up to the other side of the tumbler. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. Overlap is actually welcomed. For the middle, for the second one, we're going to scoot over to the middle exactly. And then we're going to scrub in both sides of the tumbler. So what this is going to do is going to make it seem like the tumbler's already been pre-pressed to a cup. So for those that don't want to, quote unquote, use the inventory or waste the inventory, you can do mock-ups, which is a totally easy way. That way you don't have to waste product. Thank you for the follow. So now that we have all 3 of these in place like we wanted, we're going to turn the transparency back up to 100 on all 3 portions. Okay, then we're going to right click on the actual tumbler mockup smart image, and you're going to go to bring to the front. Okay, you see how I made it look like the tumbler's already pressed? I love this method. So we're going to drag a box because we want to make sure we group all this together. So we will be able to resize it, because if you don't group it together and you try to resize just the image by itself, the tumblers are going to stretch, but then the image behind it is going to stay the same size. So make sure you group it together. So you're going to draw that box around everything. So you should see everything highlighted. So the smart image should be highlighted, and then all 3 of these tumbler slots should be highlighted. I'm going to click group. So now we can move it all together. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to stretch it to fit the size of the canvas. Now you can leave a border if you want to. That's your personal preference, but I just like to personally do it this way. And now we have our image on there. So it looks like it's already pre-pressed to the tumbler. Now, another thing, just a little added bonus that I like to do is because sometimes a lot of customers want to see what the actual full image looks like, not wrapped around the tumbler, is add your image again, and you're going to shrink it down, and you're going to put it in this corner. So therefore, people can see the image not being on the smart mockup. You can make it whatever size you want to. But to go even more extra mile, if you go up to edit image, and you go over here to where it says frames, now you can add a frame to your picture. So there's a white tablet, there's Polaroid, there's neon, there's glitter. They have floral backgrounds, painted corners. So they have a bunch of different things. They have dark wood, white wood, circle. They have a whole bunch of different things you can choose from to really spice up that image. So therefore, it just makes your mock-up look so much better. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to see what the white one looks like. So just be careful when you're picking some of these, because it will cut off some of your image. So most likely for this one, we're going to have to do the painted corners. So there it is. It's the painted corners. You're going to click apply, and it'll automatically resize to fit the image. So now you can make this as big or as small as you want to. But I like to just do that as an added bonus, just to kind of spice up the mock-up or the template just a little bit. So therefore people can see what it looks like not being pressed onto the tumbler, or so they can see the whole design. So there's that, excuse me. So now what we're going to do, we're going to add our text. So one of the main things I always tell my followers is you want to make sure you thank the customer for purchasing from your store, because they could have easily went somewhere else. They could have went on Etsy. They could have made it themselves. So you always want to make sure you thank your customers for shopping with you. And if you want to, you can change the font on this. You can make it like a script. You can make it whatever font you want to. But since it's just a template, it's not something they're actually going to press onto a tumbler. I'm just leaving the font very basic today. Okay, then we're going to duplicate. So we type that. So you click this. You go to the 3 lines here in the top corner. Click it. You're going to go to duplicate, which is the page with the page plus. And then we're going to drag it down here. And we're going to name this download template. Now, I'm not going to put the box because I actually created this separately. Now, I put the box on the last one because I made it in a different design and had to save it and drag it over here. But to keep all my designs consistent, we are going to put the box. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it white because I know my background is going to be black to match the image. Or you can do black, you can do pink, you can do whatever color you really want to do. So after we have that in there, we're going to go to elements. Sorry, my screen's not that big. We're going to go to elements, and then we're going to go to shapes, lines and shapes, and you're going to put a box. And when you put that box, you go into this corner right here, and you can change the color of it. Now, one thing I do love about Canva, you see, it automatically pulled all of the pictures or all the colors from the images that are already pre-placed in Canva. So that's the great thing about it. Just it wants to keep your projects consistent. So it will automatically pull the colors of whatever image you have on your canvas. But if you want to do a different color that's not listed on here, you can easily go up here to document colors and hit that plus, and you can scrub and find it yourself. There are sometimes, I know on some of them, for some reason you have an eyedropper here. You can actually pick what color you want and it'll automatically pull it up. But for the sake of time, we're going to go ahead and we're going to pick a color already pre-listed in here. So I think I actually want to go for this more like reddish blush color. And we're going to put it down here. So not too much space because we want to make sure that the customer can see the template behind it. We're going to shrink our font down. So you can make your font smaller either by this text box right here, or you can grab the corner right here and you can resize it however you want to. So resize it, you can make it bigger or you can make it smaller. Okay, now we're going to double click and highlight everything and we're going to type in download template. Or you can put whatever you want to put, use template, download template. It's whatever you want to put in here. I'm just doing something really, really basic because, you know, they're not actually putting this on a Tumblr. Okay, and then there's your template mockup. If you want to make it super consistent, you can take this box too. You can duplicate it and you can do it for the top as well. But since I didn't do that for my other designs, I probably will not do that because I like to keep my designs consistent. But let me just show you what it would look like if you were to do the same thing to the top portion as well. Okay, if you were to do that, hit the position and you're going to do it, go behind or go backwards because you want to make sure it's behind the text. And then you want to highlight your text and then you change the color to white. And that's what it would look like if you would put it on the top as well as the bottom. Okay. But I don't want it that way. So I'm just going to hit undo until that's no longer there and hit delete. So for me, that's fine. Now this comes to the slightly tricky part when you go to actually make the template to be able to be a clickable PDF or a clickable link. Now we're going to go up here. We're going to retitle this. So I'm going to title it Black and White Floral. Black and White Floral. Then we're going to put template. So therefore, when you save it, you know exactly what it is. Black and White Floral template. Okay. We're going to click the share button right here. So when you click the share, you see where it says share a link to edit. Don't use that link because if you share a link to edit, that means the person can actually go in and alter your original design. We want them to be able to do their own. So when you do a template, it's basically allowing that customer to download a copy. So it'll give them a copy of your design, but it won't actually do the original design itself. So the original design will be perfectly safe. You don't have to worry about none of that. So your original design will be fine, but it will actually give them a quote unquote copy of your design for them to be able to customize themselves. Now we have this. Actually, I can't do that quite yet. So we're going to actually save this the way it is. I'm just going to screenshot it because I have my, I already have this already pre-downloaded. So I'm going to screenshot it. Whoops. Because I almost messed up, y'all. Because if I send them the link to this, it's going to take them to the template. It's not going to take them to the actual design. So I almost messed up. Okay, so we're going to screenshot that. Now I'm going to drop down and I'm going to upload this image right here. Like I said, I do have the original file. We have to change it. So let's go back to the original file. So home. So the original file for that design is right here. So you actually want to copy this link right here to the original file. So when you're doing your PDF, so you're going to need a couple. So when you first make your design, you're going to have your design in whatever size you want to put it at. I sublimate on 20 ounce tumbler skinny straight. So my measurements are 9.3 by 8.2, sometimes 8.25. It just depends on the vendor I get it from. So you want to already have it pre-sized to that image. So right here, you want to make sure, I like to have the names match my PDF file. So black and white floral. So when you go share, and you go to click to edit and use link as template and copy the link. Okay, it's copied. Now we're going to go back over to our PDF file that we're creating with the mockup and put that link here on download template. Because you want to make sure it's going to take the the customer to the actual template and not this template right here. So for each image, you're probably going to need about 2 or 3 files of the same thing. So you're going to need one for the original design. You're going to need another one for the actual PDF, Tumblr mockup if you choose to do it that way. So you're going to need about 2 designs. 3, it just depends on how you work it. So we're going to go to this 3 lines. So we're going to add this link to this download template. So highlight the download template. Click the 3 dots right here in the corner. Thank you for the follow. You're going to go to this link right here. Click the link. You're going to enter link or search, which you also can search through here. So that's one thing I love about Canva. So if you don't want to copy the link, it will pull up your recently worked on file to put the link. So it's right there, black and white floral. So you can click that, or you can actually do Control Paste or Control V, and you can paste the link that you copied. So we're just going to click off of it. So you know it's completed when you see it underlined underneath the download template. So it's underlined. That's perfect. So now what we have to do is we have to download this as a PDF file. So you're going to go to where it says download. Make sure you change it off of a PNG, because if it's a PNG, it will not allow your customer to click on the link. Okay. So change it from PNG to PDF standard or PDF print. It doesn't really make a difference. Go to PDF standard and you're going to click download. So you have to make sure you download this part in a PDF. Now, if you're going to be posting this to your website as a mockup, you need to download it in PNG. Okay. Look at all these Canva windows. I have like 20 Canva windows open. All right. So that's how you do that. Okay. So like I said, it's just an extra step. It's not really too difficult, not really too hardcore. It's just adding that one extra step, but the one extra step will determine whether you're being in legal standards or not. So it's just best just to go ahead and just do it. But I do have a few other designs that I have to convert over. There's this one I have to convert over. So if you want me to show you again, let me know, and I can show you again how to make that mock-up. Just let me know in the comments below if you would like me to do another demonstration of how to do that Tumblr mock-up. Yes, please. Okay. So we're going to do Beauty is Her Name. So this is one that I did for one of my lives. I actually bought this brush stroke from Etsy, and I just put the text on here. But since I use the text inside Canva, guess what? I have to make sure I bring my customers back to Canva. So for those that are just now coming in, I made a few posts on my TikTok recently. Thank you for the follow, about Canva and making designs in Canva. When I made the post, I was actually in error when I made it. I had a user actually tell me what I was doing was illegal and not correct. So after going back and forth and doing research, I finally just reached out to Canva and I asked them a question, and come to find out I was wrong. So I told y'all if I was wrong, I was going to come back and correct it, and I did. So when you're making designs in Canva, what you can do is if you have Canva Free or Canva Pro, it's recommended to get the Pro because you're more open to a lot more images and fonts. So when you're making your sublimation designs for tumblers in Canva, you can make the designs in Canva and print them directly to your product. You can do that. That's within legal bounds. That's fine. But what you cannot do is you cannot download the image and sell it as a digital file. You have to sell it as a template, because with the template, you have to make sure your customers come back to Canva to download it. Okay. Because when you're using Canva Pro images, every image that, if you don't have Canva Pro, has a price, because those are created by artists that upload it up to Canva via their approval. So you have to make sure that you stay within copyright means of these artists that are creating these images you're using for your design. Does that make any sense? So now to bypass that, not being able to do a digital download, you have to do a template, which means you have to create a PDF file that links back to the original design. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. So I had did these mock-ups. Canva Pro has this shirt mock-up. They have mug mock-ups. They have everything. So I did these during one of the live streams, just showing you different things you can do within Canva. If you want to go back and watch that, you can go back to my YouTube channel. I made a live stream about that. You can go back and watch that. I believe it's one of my TikTok replays. All right, so we're just going to use just this design right here, and I'm pretty sure I already have it uploaded into my Canva. So when you first make a design, what you want to do is you want to make it the same size as whatever you're going to be printing it on. So they will have to pay for the template, then pay for the Canva if they don't have Pro. Correct. So this is what you need to do on your website, crafters and creators. Thank you for your tutorial, love. You're so welcome. So when you're creating these templates and you're adding them to your website, make sure you put a disclaimer in the description bar on your website. Let them know this is for Canva Pro users only. If you do not have Canva Pro, you will have to pay for additional images used for design in Canva. Okay? So that way they know reading is fundamental. Now, 9 times out of 10, people are not going to read that description bar. So that's just for your safety. So when they download it and they message you pissed off, you can screenshot that description, let them know, hey, description is right here. Whether you read it or not, it's on you, but it's on the website. So you downloading it means that you have read the description bar, which means you agree with the terms when you downloaded that PDF. Good morning, my dear. Thank you for the tutorial. You're absolutely welcome. So make sure when you're doing this method, put it in the description bar. Thank you for the likes. That this is for Canva Pro. And if you do not have Canva Pro, you have to pay for the additional images used to create that design. Okay? Like I said, you're gonna have some TikTok people at first, but just make sure you just plaster that disclaimer everywhere. And if you want to put it on the actual mock-up, you can also put it on the mock-up as well. You can to add onto your PDF file if you want to drop down and add another screen, letting them know this is for Canva Pro users. That way you can put it on there twice. You can put it on the website. You can also put it on the design itself. So therefore it covers you twice. Okay. So I already have the design already over here, but I want to download it as a white background because I have a white background and I don't plan on putting a color to this. So we're going to download this again as a PDF, and I'm not going to take the background out because I want to keep it white. So we're going to download it again. I could use the transparent one, but it's going to make my sizing off on the tumbler. So I want to make sure I have some type of border to be able to know exactly where to put it. So let's just download this real quick. Not going to take very long. All right, it's downloaded. I love MacBook. MacBook downloads things extremely quick. So I love MacBook. They're amazing. I got it for Christmas. My mom bought it for Christmas. And I was like ecstatic. So we're going to go back to Facebook post because for Shopify, their images for their products is about the size of a Facebook post. All right, so we have a blank canvas. We're going to do the same thing we already done. We're going to go ahead and add our Tumblr Smart Mockup. Now, for those that have just joined and asked me to do it again, I'm going to say the same thing I said before. This is the Tumblr Smart Mockup, which means that the inside of the tumbler has been knocked out. So this is what I mean by that. So if you click on the background, go to a different color. You see how the pink is on the inside of the tumbler. This is the smart image. So whatever you put behind it is going to show through on the tumbler and make it look like it's actually pressed on the tumbler. So this is why you can't go to Google and just snatch a tumbler picture off of Google and expect it to work. It's not going to work like that. You have to actually purchase a smart tumbler image or a smart mug image. Okay. That's why it's called smart mockups. All right, so if you want the link, I got this off of Etsy from a creator. So if you want this link to this Tumblr design, let me know after this TikTok live and I will gladly share that with you. Go support the creator who made this, okay? All right, now that we have it downloaded, we're going to go to our uploads and we're going to upload the image that we just downloaded to our computer. So we're going to go to downloads. It's right here and Beauty is her name and download everything, which is perfectly fine. We're going to go to the PNG. And we're going to upload that Beauty is her name. Okay. Where did you buy your mockup? I will send you the link after this TikTok live stream is over. Just message me on TikTok. For those that want to know, I'm going to go ahead and follow you, sis, so you can be able to message me. All right. So we have our image right here. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to turn our transparency down. So you can see the Tumblr image behind it. Also, when you upload and put your Tumblr mockup into the computer, make sure you use, what file was it? Because when you download the image from Etsy, it's going to give you like 4 or 5 different files. Make sure it's the PNG file. I think it's the PNG file that you download. If not, download every single one and just upload and just see which one works. But I'm pretty sure it's the PNG file. But if you have problems with it, let me know. Message me on TikTok and we'll get it figured out. But we have it on here. Just make sure when you do upload into Canva to make your mockups, do not resize it, because if you try to resize it and try to jump the gun and skip a step, it's not going to work it's not going to work properly. You have to do it while it's smaller and then make it bigger after you're done. So we have our image in here. We turn the transparency down. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to turn it a little bit up because I have that white box I kind of need to see. So we're going to turn it up just a little bit just to get our sizing down, and then we'll turn it back down probably. So there's the end of our box right there. So what you can do, since this is actually just the only thing that's going to be on the tumbler, if you want to actually move it over, you can. Just to be able to, for people to be able to see the whole entire design. Just let them know that it has no background color. So the color of the tumbler will be the color of the background for the image. So you always want to make sure you're transparent with your customers. Don't leave anything out when you're selling anything or providing a service for a customer. Make sure that they know everything that they're buying, that they're purchasing, because you don't want to leave out information. Because when you leave out information, you start being real like sneaky, and people don't like that and they won't shop with you anymore. So make sure I put TMI in the description. I put way too much information in the description bar. I always want to make sure people understand what they're buying. Okay, so we duplicated it 2 more times. So you have 3 layers in total. So you have 1, 2, 3. So we're going to stack them all on top of each other. All right, so we're going to take this top one and we're going to scrub it all the way to the side of the tumbler. Now, overflow is welcomed, because you always make sure you have a little bit of overflow. So now we're going to move that second layer to the middle and we're going to scrub in both sides. Now, I've had someone in my comment section when I first did this tutorial on TikTok, like, why don't you just take the whole image and blow it up instead of doing it this way? And I'm going to show you why I don't do that. Okay, so I'm going to scoot all the way over. And then we're going to scrub it all the way down to right here. Like I said, we have overflow, which is okay because this image has no color background. So now we're going to turn our transparency back up to 100 on all 3 images. We're going to blast it back to 100. Then we're going to double click our actual smart mockup and we're going to click bring to the front. So that makes sure that puts the design behind the tumbler and brings the tumbler image to the front. So it makes it look like it's actually pressed to the tumbler. Now, this is the most important thing you have to do. You have to group this together, because if you try to make it bigger by not grouping it, the tumblers will get bigger, but the image will still remain small. So you're going to do this. You're going to make a box over everything. So you should see a box for the mockup. You should see each box for each tumbler in the design. And you're going to group it together. So automatically, when you go to put things together, the group option will be there and the position option will be there. So click group. So now you can move it all at once. You are now free to move about the country. I'm going to put it in the center, and now I'm going to make it to fit the size of the canvas. Okay. And just to add a little more zhuzh, this is what we're going to do. We're going to add the image back to the canvas and we're going to add a frame around it. So this, I believe, is for Canva Pro users only. So that's why it's so important to get the Canva Pro. If you want to get Canva Pro and you don't have it, you can download, you can sign up, for Canva Pro with the link in my bio. Okay. I would greatly appreciate it. So we're going to use, what should we use? I think I want to use, let's use this silver glitter. So we added a silver glitter background to our image. We're going to click apply. So when we click apply, it should snap down to the image. So now you can make it as big or small as you want to. I just like to do this so people can see what it actually looks like not pressed, because you really can't see right there where it's cut off. So therefore, if you do it this way, people can see what the actual image looks like flat. Okay, so this is why I don't do it the way that she mentioned it for me to do. So we're going to do it again. So this is why I break it down to 3 individual spots. This is my own personal preference. You don't have to do it this way. If you want to do it the way I'm about to show you, by all means, do it that way. But this is just my own personal preference, because I know how I want my image to look like. Because 9 times out of 10, if your mock-up doesn't look very pleasing, people won't buy it. So you have to think in the mind of the customer when you're adding things to your website and when you're doing stuff for your business. Would I buy this? If the answer is no, then don't sell it. Perfect that craft until you can get it to where it's like, okay, I don't want to sell this because I love it so much. I want to keep it for myself, but someone else already bought it from me. That's the attitude you should have. That's how you should feel about everything you put onto your website. Everything you create, everything you think of should have that type of mindset. Would I buy this? If the answer is no, then I don't sell it. Like when I make a sublimation tumbler and it's ghosting, slight ghosting on the seam, I'm like, I can't sell that. I wouldn't buy it. Look at it. It's ghosting. Mom's like, you can't even tell. Or I'll sell it for a cheaper price. But I would never sell full price for something that I jack up on. All right. So we're going to upload the image again. And we're going to fade it out so we can see the same thing we've been doing. Now, this is what she told me to do. Put it in the middle and just shrink it down to fit. But look, it won't fit. And then she's like, well, just stretch it out. But look what happens when you stretch it out. You cut off parts of the image. So that's why I don't like doing it this way. So this is why I break it down individually. Because look at how that looks. That is not very pleasing. That does not look very good, to my opinion. Now, for those that just don't care, do whatever. But even if you try to stretch this out to fit it on the tumbler, look at it. It just does not turn out very well. It does not turn out very well. It doesn't make a really good mock-up. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't do it this way. Okay? I do it this way. So therefore it looks so much better doing it this way. Okay? So now we're going to go in and we are going to add our text. And then we'll go on from there. So now we're going to add our text. We're going to add our thank you for purchasing and then the download template. Thank you for your purchase. Okay. All right. Put that right there in the middle. And then we're going to lower it down just a little bit. And then we're going to duplicate it again because we're going to put our download template here. All right. So our download template is there. And the same thing we did last time, we're going to go ahead and add our box just to keep all of our images the same. This is what we're going to do because I like consistency. I'm a little strange. I like consistency. I like for my things to look the same. I don't like for one thing to look different from the other because people think they're getting a different product when they're actually really not. So you have to really think in the mind of a customer. I'm very creature of habit. So when things change, it throws me off a little bit. So I try to keep it consistent. You're welcome. And there's that. Now, since we literally just opened this design up, it should allow us to add the link from recent designs. So I'll do it from both ways. I'll go back and get the link from the design, and then I'll go forward and get the recently designed. So we're going to change this to Beauty is her name. Oh, if I can spell. Beauty is her name. And we're going to mark it as template. Okay, so you'll know which is the template and which is the actual file. And then we're going to see, let's just see which one it pulls up. So share a link to use as a template. This is going to allow your customer to buy the template and then go back to edit their own or to download it. So use as template. Oh, wrong one. Sorry. Link. So we're going to go to link. And so here's the original image right here. Beauty is her name. So it's the last thing that I opened. So if your image that you're making a template for is the last image that you opened, you can actually do it this way and not have to go back and get the link. Does that make any sense? So since we just used it, boom, Beauty is her name is right there. Automatically inserted. Now you know it's linked completely and linked correctly when it actually underlines the text that you put the link on. Okay, so let's say that your design was not your most recent thing that you opened, which is great because the good thing about Canva is everything you do different, it automatically saves your changes. So anything you change, if I were to move this, save changes, right? Move it back. You see it in the corner. Every time I move something, it's automatically saving for me. So I can make a change and then click out of it and it will save my progress. Alrighty, so we're going to go back to home. This is how you would do it if the image that you designed was not the most recent thing that you had. And here's the thing, Beauty and her name is right here, but they'll get 5 other images to go along with it. So we don't need that to happen. So this is what we have to do. We have to create a design, That's why you say you need 2 or 3 images open. Now I have this because I had actually made like 4 or 5, I put 4 or 5 designs in one. So you can either make another design with the same size that you do your sublimation tumblers in, which I need to change to inches. So my sublimation tumblers for my vendor are 9.3 by 8.2. And for anyone who, uses whatever 20-ounce straight tumblers, try using this measurements. They're usually pretty spot on 99% of the time. So we will do it this way, and you will put your image in here, or you can go back to this design right here. And what I would do real quick is I actually would delete these out of here. Okay, so delete those out of here. Do that, and then click share, and then share a link to use as the template, and then copy that link, and then just go back and hit the undo and add your pages back. Does that make any sense? Dimensions, it is 9.3 by 8.2. Sis, if you go to my website, I actually have a cheat sheet. It's for free. All of my image sizing, my presses, my temperature time, all that is on my website. It's called the cheat sheet, and it's 100% free. onecraftingmama20.com. Link is in the bio. So if you want my cheat sheet, that gives you like the time I press things at, the temperature, the cut size, even the pressure and the cut settings on my Cricut. I give you all that information for free for the products that I use in my store. You're welcome, sis. So now that we have that, I undid and put all my images back after I copied the link just for this. Okay. I'm going to go back to home. Now, actually, that's not going to work because now it's going to put those back. So we have to do it this way. So scratch that, reverse. So we have to do it as a blank page because now that I put those images back, it's going to give them the rights to all that stuff too. And we don't want that. So anyways, back to the original design. Scratch that last thing I said. Question, will you have this uploaded for future viewing? Yes, I will. I will upload to my YouTube channel right after I get done. I got you, sis. I got you. But if you want a one-on-one Canva class, you can sign up for a Canva class on my website with online courses. All right, so we're going to do 9.3 by 8.2. That's a standard. Well, that's my vendor's straight 20-ounce sublimation tumblers. I cannot print 30-ounce tumblers because my printer only prints 8.5 by 11. OMG, thanks. You're welcome. Create new design. Okay. We're going to go to uploads. We're going to go here, and then we're going to put it here, and then we're going to do boom right there. Like I said, the background is white. So there it is. Okay. Now we have to grab this design from right here. Now let's say, okay, well, I don't want to take the design and stretch that out. Now what you can do, so there's multiple options. So you can do it this way, but as you can see, it kind of makes it a little bit kind of blurry a little bit when you do it that way. So let's say this is option 1. Now, option 2 is to take the original design, make a copy of it. So now I can go through and actually delete all the extra stuff that I don't need, and I still get to keep the integrity of my image without having to resize it. So now, boom, there it is. Beauty is her name. Beauty is her name. Okay. Let's just put, and then we can put PNG. So we know which one's the PNG and which one's the grouping that I don't want to get copied. Click share. I know I did a lot of different stuff, y'all. I'm sorry. Share a link to use as a template. You're going to copy that link. Thank you for the follow. Now that we have that, we're going to go back. Now, for those that were wanting the link to the smart image, can you type me in the comments so I can follow you back and be friends so we can communicate within each other. So now we're going to go back to our template right here for the PDF file. If you want the link to the smart mockup, please type me so we can be friends. If I'm not friends with you already, we can be friends and we can message each other. Thank you for that order since getting that cheat sheet. I appreciate that. Okay. Let me go ahead and follow you guys now so we can make sure that no one's left out. I don't like when people are left out. Okay. Brains or Beauty, we're already friends. That's what's up. Okay. I'm going to follow you, sis. I'm going to follow you, sis. Just being Crystal, we're already friends. All right. So just message me when this is over and I will send you that link to that smart mockup. So now that we have our Tumblr right here, we're going to go back and we're going to actually attach the link to this PDF file. So double click the Tumblr template and then we're going to go to the 3 lines, go to this link, and look at that. Beauty is her name PNG. It's the last thing I opened, but I already have the link copied. So we're going to hit Command V and it's going to copy that in there. And then boom, that's done. Now, what I like to do, yes, my name is Frankie. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yep. And I'm following you, so we can talk amongst each other. Now, here's it. It's done. It's there. So when you go to download it, make sure you change it because it's going to automatically put it on PNG. Make sure you change it to PDF, either standard or print. It doesn't make a difference which one, but you have to change it to PDF so your customers will be able to click on that link to open the template. I've done it before. I downloaded the PNG and I'm like, oh crap, I got to go back and download it again. So this is what I like to do. I like to go back and check and make sure that everything is being linked to the right design because I have done it before. Not paying attention, going fast and just zooming through it and jack something up. So we're going to go to these are all my recent downloads. So we're going to upload Beauty is her name. If you're not quite sure if it uploaded properly, you can always go back and check it. So we're going to open this file. Okay, I have Adobe, so it's going to automatically open in Adobe. And then we're going to go down. You see the thanks for purchase. This thing is just acting up today. So we see it. Let me scooch y'all back so y'all can actually see my whole screen. There we go. So we see it. And you should be able to click on it. Okay. So you see that link right there? So it should take you to a screen like this. So a template was created by Stephanie Hall and share it with you. So use template. It's not the right template. That's not the right template. So for some reason, it didn't get linked correctly. So this is why we always have to check and make sure that what we have is the right template. And it is not. I don't even know how that even happened. All right, so let's go back to our design and we want to make sure that this is linked correctly. So for some reason, it's not. So we're going to remove it and we're going to link it to right here. And you also can check it from right there from the link. So you can go to link and it should pop up with this image. So that's one way you can check too. But always make sure you check your links just to make sure that they're actually going to be uploaded properly. Because you don't want to upload something to a website and it takes them somewhere completely different. Like in my case, it just happened to me. When I went to open it, it went somewhere completely different. So make sure that you check your links. So we're going to open it again. Okay. We're going to click on and it take me straight here. All right. So it took me straight to that link. So it's already open. That's why it pulled it up. So let's close it all the way so I can show you what it would actually look like if you were to purchase this from me. So click download link. Okay, it's not doing it for some odd reason. All right, whatever. So, boom, took you straight there. So we're going to make sure we check all the other ones because now I'm super paranoid. So now we're going to make sure that all the other ones, thank you for the follow, are working properly because now I'm like uber paranoid now. Okay, so that one's going to that one. So let's just check and make sure that everything is doing what it's supposed to do. See, that one's not going to the right spot. That one's not correct. So we need to go back and change that one. That one needs to be changed. All right, so let's go and change that one up real quick. So let me close out some of these windows. I got like 1,000 Canva windows open. It's crazy. We don't need all these windows open. All right, so let's go back to, it was this one, I believe. So let's go back to this one and we're going to change that link. So we're going to go ahead and remove it. And then pages of this document. Okay, let's go to the link. Let's remove that. And it's going to automatically save. Let's go back to the original design because I think it's because I didn't have this design already out of this one right here. So you see there's 11 different designs in here. You see all those? I put all this in one file, which is why I didn't do it correctly. Hello. So now I'm going to have to make a copy of this one right here a couple of times. So we're going to have to make a copy. So make a copy. And we'll change it as, oops. My Lord. If I can get it together. Whoops. Bloom in Grace. Because I pretty much remember all of, whoop, wrong one. Wrong one. This one. I'm all over the place, y'all. I haven't had breakfast yet, and it's 11:21. Bloom in, whoops, Grace. And guess what? We're going to copy it again. And then we're going to go ahead and put You Are My Sunshine, because most likely these are not going to be right. You are my sun. Oops. You are my sunshine. And then we're going to make another copy again. So you're going to need a lot of copies of this. We're going to put volleyball, mom life. We're going to make a copy again. And we had one was pumpkin spice life, correct? Pumpkin spice life. All right. So now, how did you get your design around your Tumblr? I showed it, but I will show it again. So we're going to get rid of all of these other images that we don't need in here. So this is pumpkin spice life. So delete all these. Delete. And then we're going to delete that, delete that, delete that, delete that. So this should be the only image in here. Okay? Go back. So now pumpkin spice life, once it actually refreshes, it should be the only image should be just the pumpkin spice life. But it's already named, so it's okay. So we're going to delete all the images that are not the volleyball life. So delete all these. Because we need something for the template. We need something for the customer to come back to. So we don't want the customer to come back to all this. Because they're getting 10 designs for free. We don't want that. Volleyball mom life. It's saved. Go back. Then You Are My Sunshine. I know, bear with me, you guys. I probably just confused the crap out of y'all, but just hold on a second. Just bear with me. Bear with me. Okay, so You Are My Sunshine. Boom, right there. And then new sub design. So you see it's already starting to change the image. It will change the image after it refreshes. Then Bloom and Grace. We need to delete. Keep the original design. Whoops. Put that back. Delete. So that's why it's best when you are creating PNG files, create them on their own separate canvas. Don't combine them together like I do. So put them on their own separate canvas to avoid that confusion. All right, so they all have their own separates. Now we have to go back and we need to redo all of these templates over again. So link, we need to remove. And then we're going to put You Are My Sunshine. And then you can also go to link and it's going to bring them straight to there. Good. Okay. So that's good. And then now we have to re-download that. So let's go ahead and get rid of all of these because most likely these are not going to be correct. So let's get rid of them so we don't confuse ourselves. So this one was the wrong one. Let's see. That one was correct. This one, I think, was incorrect or correct. Not quite sure, so just delete it. When in doubt, delete it out. All right, so You Are My Sunshine. We're going to re-download it. It should automatically have it on, it's going to be PNG. Make sure you change it to PDF. We're going to go ahead and download that. Oop. I made a, man. Darn it. I had the copy of. All right. I'm just particular. I didn't have to go back and do that. I could have kept it as copy, but I like for my titles to look pleasing. Thank you for the follow. So, all right, we have that one. So now we have to go back to this floral one because I'm not quite sure. It's not going anywhere. Okay. Go to link and then Bloom and Grace. So this is the recent design that we opened. If you want to check it, you can go ahead and check it. Boom. It takes you straight there. Cool. Okay. Let's go back. So we're going to hit enter. Then we're going to download. Make sure you change it to PDF. So I'm going to do this real quick, sis, and then I'll show you how to do that Tumblr mockup one more time. And then I'm going to get up off of here because I got to clean up my craft room and get ready for this de-stash because I have so much crap in my inventory that I need to get rid of. So, and then we're going to do the, I think this one's actually linked correctly. Let's see. No, it's not. I didn't do none of these links right. I did them all wrong. But if you wanted to have that look like when you when I opened it and it said like use this link created by Stephanie, then you have to actually go and grab the link from the template and not use it from the one that automatically pulls up. So let me do this real quick like. I have to make a copy of it. Gosh darn. I have so much stuff going on. I know I'm just confusing the crap out of y'all. I think I put, was it teal? Floral cow. I think that's what it was. Make sure you put template so you know what's what. And then we're going to delete all this other stuff out of it because we no longer need this. But we still have our original copy of all this. We can always go back if we need to. And then click share. Share link to edit. Share link as a to use as a template. And we're going to copy the link. Now we're going to go back to that design right here. And I have a lot of windows open. This was going to give you that that look that when people actually click it, it says use this template created by Stephanie. That's what it's going to look like. Because it has that preview before they actually click the link to go into it. So if you like that look, then go that route. If you don't, and you just really don't care, and you want to just open the website itself, then you can go the other route. But I kind of like that view this template. It's kind of a nice feel. So let's delete some of these pages because we don't need all these. Jesus, a lot of pages. Lordy. So let's go ahead and re-download this. Now let's actually go into the right spot. So I need to upload these to the website. Okay. Hey, what? So copy the link. Don't worry, I will be adding this to my YouTube channel for those that missed it or want to go back and reference. I will have it posted to my YouTube channel. PDF, download. Oops. I'm still trying to get used to this smart mouse, y'all. Okay, we did Bloom with Grace, I believe. Yes, so what we need now is Volleyball Mom is the one we need. That's left. And I think that'll be it. And then we need the coffee one. So shoot, we need 2 of them. I jacked that all up, y'all. See, don't be like me. Be better than me. That's why I tell people, I want to be like you. No, be better than me. Because I be jacking stuff up. But this is why you always go back and you check just to make sure that your links are good to go. You know what I'm saying? This is why you have to check. Check. Just to make sure. I check things 4 and 5 times. Like I probably check them again before I even upload them just to make sure I didn't jack anything up. So I always go back and check your links to make sure they're going to the right spot because you don't want to give people more than what they're paying for. If they're only paying for 1 image, give them just that 1 image. Don't give them 6 of them because you forgot that you put 6 designs in one. So give them just that 1 image. Look, ain't no BOGO deal. Ain't buy 1 get 6 free. So you want to make sure that you have your links going where it's supposed to go. Thank you for the follow. Hello. If you're just coming in, I'm showing you how to make templates while I'm jacking up and learning myself, but I'm teaching you guys how to not make my mistakes. All right. So then we're going to download that. Oh, I almost downloaded as a PNG. I almost did it. I almost downloaded as a PNG. I almost downloaded it as a PNG. It almost happened. Let me put my phone down. I think my phone is just too top heavy. There we go. Okay, so I think that's all the designs. Now I can show you one more time. So it should be 1, 2. See, now I don't know which one is which. I have 3 sunshines up here. Ah! See, now I don't know which one's which. This is what happens when you have too many folders open. Okay, that's the one that looks kind of plain Jane. We don't want that one. We don't want that one. I think this is the one I forgot to change the name. I think this is the actual one. Man, that's why it's important to name all your stuff. Yeah, see, it gives you this right here, that preview, before they actually go into the template. So I kind of like that look. So I'm going to make sure that I do that from now on. All right, so here's all the designs right here. We have them all there. They're all there. They're all accounted for. All right, now I can show you how to actually make the mock-up. I'm gonna do it one more time, and then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and get off of here. Let me find a design real quick. I don't think I have a lot of like new ones. Let's just take one I already have uploaded. All right, so let's do this again. So I'm going to teach you how to create the actual Tumblr mockup. So first thing you want to do is you want to open a Facebook post size canvas. Then you want to go to my folder. I have it already saved in my folder OCM, which is One Crafting Mama. So and here's my smart image is already uploaded right there. And you're going to upload that smart image onto your canvas. Now, when you upload it onto your canvas, do not resize it. Because if you resize it, that's going to mess up your smart mockup. Not going to work properly. And what I mean by a smart mockup is that means every single one of these tumblers are knocked out. And what I mean by knocked out, if you put a color behind it, you can see the color through the image. That means it's a smart mockup. So anything you put behind it is going to show through to the other side of the tumbler. So that's why you can't go to Google and just snag an image of a tumbler off of there and expect it to work. It's not going to work like that. So if you want the link to the smart mockup, just type in me in the comments and I will add you as a friend, and I will send that link to that Tumblr mockup. Please go support the creator who made this smart image on her Etsy page. Just don't go and get a random image. Go support it. Let's support each other. 2022 is a year of support. All right, so we're going to go to uploads and we're going to upload the image or the design of the tumbler we want to put on our Tumblr. I have a lot of images on here. Me, okay, Lion's Heart. I think we're already friends, Lion's Heart. Nope, we are now. I requested. It's a private account. You have to accept. All right, so we're going to go and add an image. Let's use Walk by Faith, not by sight. So we're going to dim this down. So you want to make sure that you dim it down, but it's on a white background. So you kind of have to be a little bit careful about that. So we're going to dim it down until we can see the, oh, it's okay. So we're going to dim it down until you can see the tumblers behind it. But the good thing about it is the blue box is your border. So you're going to shrink it down until it's right underneath the lid of the tumbler. Okay. And now we're going to duplicate this 2 more times because we have 3 tumblers. So duplicate once, put them on top of each other, duplicate twice, put them on top of each other. Now this top layer, we're going to shrink it on over to make the side of that first tumbler. Overlap is welcomed. Overlap is completely fine. So then we're going to shrink this and put it in the middle. And then we're going to shrink that and put it in the middle. So we're going to shrink in both sides. Now this last one, we're going to take it all the way to the end of the tumbler. And then we're going to shrink in just this left side. So what you're doing essentially is you're making it seem like the tumbler is already pre-pressed when it's not. That's why mock-ups are so great, because if you don't want to use the inventory, you can make mock-ups of what it would look like. Now, also, when you're using mock-ups, make sure you put in the description also that these are just mock-ups for demonstrational purposes only. Image results may vary. So therefore, it's not as bright as the mock-up. Image results may vary. Okay. Now, all I did was I just brought the image to the front. So let me send it back to the back. So now that you put the transparency back up, you're going to double click on the smart mockup image itself, and you're going to bring it to the front. Where'd you get the mock? I got off of Etsy, but I'm getting ready to add you as a friend so I can send you the link after this live stream is over. Just ask me for the link and I will send it to you. Go support the creator and the artist of this mockup. So we're going to select all 4. So you have the image of the mockup and then each individual tumbler. So you have 4 things selected all together. And you're going to click group. You're welcome. So now you can move it wherever you want to. You're not free to move out the country. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make it the same size as the canvas that we're using. Okay, so there's that. So just to add a little bit of spice, thank you for the follow. Just to add a little bit more zhuzh to your design, I'm going to add the design back on here, and I'm going to add a frame. So this is what you're going to let your client see what the image actually looks like without any type of mock-up or nothing on it. So you can pick all these lovely frames you can choose from. If you have the Canva Pro, you have a lot of frames you can choose from to surround your image. But I'm just going to use just this glitter rose to put around it. Then click apply, and it should shrink down to the image. Thank you for the follow. Now we're going to shrink our image down, and we're going to put it in the corner. So therefore people can see what the image actually looks like, not pressed to anything. Because maybe they don't want to put it on a tumbler. Maybe they want to put it on a t-shirt or a notebook. So you always want to make sure you let people know what it looks like. Okay, so there's that. So now we're going to add our text. So with the text, I kept my text pretty plain Jane, nothing too fancy, but you can change the font. You can do all that type of stuff. So first thing you want to do is you want to thank your customer for shopping with you. So thank you for your purchase. Okay, that's there. And I'm going to duplicate that text. First time watching from Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York is in the building. Now, Brooklyn, Queens, Manhattan, Staten, Uptown, West now. Let's make it happen. That's P. Diddy right there. So go to more. We're going to duplicate, and we're going to drag it down here. And this is where you can put click me for your template, or click me to use. We're just going to put use to download template. If I can spell today. Download template, or you can use template. It's whatever you want to use. And I still spelled it wrong. My goodness, I can't spell today. So download template. And what I did on the other ones, I like to keep it consistent. So we're going to put the box there. Now you don't have to put the box there if you don't want to, but I did it for the other ones. So we're going to do it for this one. So I'm putting a box here. We're going to change the color. And the one thing I like about Canva is that automatically will pull the colors from your image automatically. So you can use them and keep your images concise with each other. Let's use this brownish color. So we're going to put it right here. And then we're going to let it align. And then that's that. If you want to change the color of the font from black to white, you can. But to me, the black looks fine. Okay, we're going to move that down just a little bit. All right, so there's that. Now, what we have to do is we have to actually link the design to watching from Chicago, Chi-Town in the building. So what we want to do is we want to actually link this template because they're going to download the PDF file. They're not going to download the digital download, because Canva's rules are you have to bring the customer back to Canva. Okay. So when you're doing designs in Canva, you have to create a template because you have to bring that customer back to Canva to download. Now, if you're using images, if you have Canva Pro and you're using Canva Pro images, you have to make sure you put in the description for Canva Pro users. If you do not have Canva Pro, when you go to download this image, you have to pay for additional images used with Canva Pro. So, okay. So make sure you put that in the description bar, because if they don't have Canva Pro, any image you put that is a pro image, they will have to pay for when they go to download it. All right. It sucks, but this is the way we have to do it. So make sure you put in the description for Canva Pro users. Now, if you want from a Bethlehem, Pennsylvania. Whoa. Pennsylvania in the building. So if you want to use Canva free images, you can filter out to only be strictly Canva free. And make sure you put that in the description too for Canva Pro and Canva free users if you go that route. So, but I use Pro images. So this is for Canva Pro users only. If you do not have Canva Pro, you will have to purchase additional images used to make this design through Canva. All right. I do have YouTube videos. My YouTube channel is One Crafting Mama. So if you click on my lovely face right here in the corner, right here, click on that. It'll take you to my TikTok page, and you click that play button underneath my logo. It'll take you straight to my YouTube channel. You can subscribe from there. All right, so let's go back. This is done. So Canva automatically saves. Anytime you change anything on Canva, it will automatically save it. So let's go back to home. And we're going to go to the original design, because we want to make sure we link them to the design and not to the template we just created. All right. So let's go scroll back down. So here's the original design right here. Now I did it on different colors and I did other things that went with it. So what we're going to do is we're going to make a copy of this. You see there's a lot of different things attached to this. So let's make a copy. Now you can offer 2 for 1. You can offer a white background and you can offer like a different color background. But when they go to the template, they can choose whatever background they want, because what that template is, your customer will be able to make changes, add a name, change the color from that template. And guess what? It will not change the original design you created. Okay. So we're going to go here. I'm going to do copy, add a heading. We're going to do, I believe it was walk by faith. Walk by faith. We're going to click it and we're going to get rid of anything that's not walk by faith, because we already have a copy of it and it's fine. So that's the image that I created. I probably will do that one too. So we're going to delete all the other ones that are not walk by faith in here, because I did it for a live stream. So these 2 are walk by faith. So there's color and there's also one that's not in color. Now you can offer both of them if you want to, or you can just offer just the whites and you can let people put whatever color background they want to put on the image. Okay. So there's multiple different ways you can do that. You can offer it white, or you can offer it already pre-colored to your design. So I'm probably going to offer it already with the second color already in mind, and I'll just have to do 2 different mock-ups for it. Okay, so here's the design, walk by faith. Excuse me, you're going to click share. You see where it says share link to edit? You don't want that. You don't want your customers to change the original design. Click that down button, that down arrow. Share a link to use the template. This is the most important part. You have to make sure it's on a template form. Okay, copy that link. Now we're going to go back to the template we created right here. We're going to go back to this one right here. And right here, download template. You're going to highlight download template. Go to the 3 dots. Click it. Click link. And you want to put your link right here. Copy and paste. Now, doing it this way will add a preview. So they'll be able to preview the link before they actually go into the website. Or if you don't want that look, then you can just go straight from recent and click it and it'll take them straight to the website. It's completely up to you. And then make sure you download it in a PDF form, because you want to make sure they'll be able to click on the link that you put there. So clickable stuff has to be in PDF. Now you can save the PNG for your mock-up design for your website, but you have to make sure you save it in PDF form if you want them to be able to click on it. So I'm going to go ahead and download this again in PNG to put on my website. Okay. So you're going to download 2 different forms. You're going to download one in PNG and you're going to download one in PDF. They'll be able to actually click and go straight to the link. Okay. Now, if you want to check and make sure that it's going to the right spot, you can go to your download. So we go to recent and we're going to go to download. So here's Beauty is her name. That's that one we just created. So here is thank you for your purchase PDF, which I need to go back and change the name of it. Thank you for the follow. So double click that. And then we're going to click the link. And I don't know why it's not going to it. Why did it go to that? I don't want you to go to that. All right, so let's go back and change it. So this is why you make sure that what you're going to is correct. This is why we double check and triple check and triple check and double check and triple check, because you want to make sure that what you're sending people to is the right link. And so for some reason, it ain't acting right. All right, share link to use the template. Copy the link. Let's try this again. So just make sure what you're clicking on is what's supposed to be. Because for some reason, it ain't acting right. So we're going to remove the link. We're going to hit that. And we click off of it. But you also can check it from here. Go to link. And there it is. All right. So make sure you check that it's actually going to be correct. So let's do walk by faith template. Now we need to download the PNG. I mean the PDF form of this. So download. All right, it's downloaded. And what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and get rid of this one because that's not the right one. And we'll make sure we keep the right one. So walk by faith template is right there. Let's open it up. I have Adobe, so I'm going to automatically open in Adobe. Do you have to pay for Canva? Yes. If you're using the Canva Pro, you have to pay monthly for Canva. But I promise you it's worth it. It's 100% worth it to get Canva Pro because you have so many new elements and designs and fonts and images you can use for your products. So please, please, please download or sign up for Canva Pro. Use the link in my description, in my bio. So download it. There it is. And it also shows you both colors. So they can see both colors right from the preview. So there's your template. All right. So just check, 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 and make sure everything is good. Make sure you're able to use it, and make sure you download the template in both. Hi, I'm new here. What are we doing? We are making templates for Canva. So make sure you download each image in PNG and in PDF. So you can upload the PNG to your website for a template. And then you can, let's delete that, move to the trash. And then you also can add your PDF and actually purchase it. So one is for just the product preview, like for the image. And then one is for them to actually be able to check out and actually use the template. So make sure you download a PNG version and a PDF version of your template design, okay? So I'm just going to go and do that now, and I'm going to upload them to my Shopify store because I had to take down all of my digital downloads and do it the right way. So my digital downloads right now are down. Can you please show me how to print a 20-ounce tumbler? Please, I'm struggling a lot. Print it on, like print it out and tape it down. Because I usually do, I pre-print, I test out my images before I upload them to my website to make sure they are printing clearly. Now, I use a tumbler press, so for a 20-ounce straight tumbler, I use the measurements 9.3 by 8.2 are my measurements. On my way now. So I wanted to press a tumbler anyway, so I will show you how to actually press a tumbler. But I do have YouTube tutorials on how to actually press a tumbler. I was using a Cricut mug press to do those, but I do have, I have two. I have a Cricut mug press tutorial, and then I have a sublimation 101 class. They're both uploaded to my YouTube channel. All right, which design should I press? Should I do the cow, the beauty is her name, the floral, bloom with grace? Which one should I do? The pumpkin spice or you are my sunshine? Which one should I press? When I get my tumbler, y'all let me know which one. I try to print the size, but I don't come to the size it comes full page. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. The cow. Okay. Ruby, what type of printer do you have? The cow. I have one vote for the cow. Sunshine. I know that's sunshine. Those colors are, oof, I can't wait. So we have one vote for cow, one vote for sunshine. We have pumpkin spice, volleyball mom life, and we have bloom with grace. Sunshine, 2 votes for sunshine. Because if you have an Epson, so with your Epson printers, you have to or any printer for sublimation or printer period, you have to download the drivers for your printer first. That's why it's not printing the size you want it to print. I've had that same issue. I couldn't print from my laptop, but I can print from my iPad. So if you have an Epson 2720, perfect. Did you download the drivers? You have to download the drivers. I have the same exact printer. I also have a YouTube channel about setting up your printer settings for sublimation on my YouTube channel as well. My husband did that video, but I have it uploaded on my YouTube channel also. So download the drivers for your printer first. You have to do that first, because if not, it's not going to print it properly. Yes, just Google Epson 2720 drivers. Hello, Herring Company. I'm about to press a tumbler. So right now we have votes for sunshine. So we're going to go with You Are My Sunshine. I don't know if I even have this image even downloaded, honestly. Don't have my own stuff downloaded. So when you go to Google, you need to Google search Epson 2720 drivers. Okay, sunshine winds. You know, the crazy thing is I had the cow one already like ready to print right here. I had the cow one ready to print, but you want the sunshine, we'll do that one. So download the drivers first, Ruby. I'm going to follow you so we can talk back and forth. But download those drivers first. That's the first thing you need to do. And then also I have a YouTube tutorial on how to do it step by step. My husband walks you through it step by step on how to do that, okay? But I am here if you need me. Wrong window. All right, let's resize this bad boy. So I'm using a MacBook Air. So I have to use Pages, which is equivalent to like Microsoft Word. So now we have to resize it. So we're going to go over here to the corner. We're going to unclick the constraint proportions. We don't want that. So 9.3 by 8.2, which is my vendor size for straight sublimation 20-ounce tumblers. It's 9.3 by 8.2. Okay, we're going to put it in the center, and then we're going to print it out. Depending on how you want yours to look, some people like a border to be on theirs. I don't particularly like a border on mine. I like it to print the whole entire tumbler, so I do that. And then, of course, it wants to act up. It doesn't want to show my preview, which makes me nervous. Like it's going to print a blank page, but we're going to do it. So print. Yes, please. Thank you so much. I need a lot of help. Yep, I am following you now on TikTok. But also, yeah, it printed a blank page. I don't know why, but it did. And now, of course, my Pages wants to act up because why wouldn't it? So let me close it out and reopen it. So I always print sublimation. When you download the drivers and your settings, go to my YouTube channel and look at sublimation printer settings. I have a video that talks all about doing for HP, Windows, and for MacBook. So go to that YouTube channel and check out that video. Follow those steps. So when I print sublimation, I always print in landscape. Yep, I have a YouTube channel for you because my printer automatically will mirror it because that's how I have it set to do. I have it set to automatically mirror. So I will show you lightly my settings. I'll show you my settings real quick. But download the drivers first. You have to download the drivers. You have to download the drivers. If you don't, it will not print properly. I had that same problem. It's like, why is it not printing properly? You have to download the drivers. So download the drivers. It printed a blank page. I don't know why, but my printer's acting a little cray today. There we go. All right, so here's my sublimation printer settings. So I have a MacBook, so it's a little bit different. So I'm going to zoom you guys in so you can see what's going on here. All right, so here is my MacBook right here. Oop, let's push you guys up. There we go. So right here, so this is my sublimation. I already have it preset to sublimation. So when you go to Pages, so my layout, color matching, so print settings. My print settings is premium presentation paper matte. Has to be premium presentation paper matte. So PPPM, high quality. See that? Mirror image. So it automatically is going to mirror my image for me whenever I print with sublimation. Now I always sometimes forget and I mirror it and it prints out the right way and I'm like, crap. Well, that's a waste. So I already have it preset. So my color options, I have it on manual settings, advanced settings, Adobe RGB. Gamma is 2.2. Okay. Now, if you're real high techy, you want to adjust your brightness, contrast, and all that, the cyan, magenta, and yellow, you can, but I didn't touch anything. So Adobe RGB and Gamma 2.2 has to be selected. And then you can do color matching. I have color matching on Epson color controls. And then paper handling, it is what it is. I didn't change anything from there. Cover page, none. So print settings, PPPM, premium presentation paper matte on high quality automatic mirror. Then for color options, click that manual. In the mode, you want Adobe RGB, and the gamma should be at 2.2. Okay, so I already have it already. It's a preset already on my computer, so I don't have to do all that again. So I just save my settings for my sublimation printer, and that's it. And we're going to go ahead and print. All right, so like I said, I have it already preset and pre-ready to print, so I don't have to make any changes. My husband set it up that way to where I don't have to worry about, mirroring my image or nothing like that. It's automatically, why is my phone not working? Seriously? All right, whatever. So I don't have to worry about mirroring my image because it will automatically do it for me. So that's one less thing I have to worry about. So let's bring you guys up so we can see what we're doing. So like I said, I use a tumbler press, and I have to leave my laptop open while that's printing. So I use a tumbler press. I used to use my Cricut mug press, but I upgraded and got a tumbler press, and I love this thing. Now, look at this big daddy. All right, tumbler press for the win. I got this off of eBay, but I found the vendor overseas, but I bought from their US store, and it got to me in about 4 days. So I got this off of eBay. It was $239, not too bad, but they are like $10 cheaper now. So definitely be a good time to go ahead and scoop that up. So let me get my cord out. I have my settings already preset on my press as well. I'm going to be pressing at 300, and I think it's like 375 degrees for 60 seconds. Turn and then press for another 60 seconds. Can you share the name? Yes, just message me on TikTok. I don't remember the name exactly, and I don't want to go back and look. So message me on TikTok. I will easily send you that link to this press on eBay. Okay. So let's plug this bad boy in. Now this does not take very long to heat up. So I don't even plug this in until I wrap my tumbler, because I'm telling you, as soon as you plug it in and you click on, this thing is going to heat up quite quickly. So if you're not ready, don't turn it on yet. It's not even plugged in yet, because this thing gets hot stupid fast. So here's my tumbler. I'm using a 20-ounce straight tumbler. Now my vendor list for my tumblers, I get my tumblers for about $4.80 a cup. I have a vendor list on my website. It's called The Plug, and sublimation. All sublimation is in there, from keychains to doormats to tumblers to the glass cans to anything sublimation that you can, t-shirts, hoodies, sweatshirts, all that. It's in that vendor list on my website called The Plug, and just get sublimation only. It's like $10.99 for that plug list. So get that. If you want some more sublimation blanks, I do offer the vendor list that I go to from things that I sell in my store on my website. All right. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to wipe our tumbler off with alcohol. We want to make sure we remove any type of oils from our fingers, any type of debris from the packaging. We want to make sure we have a clear canvas before we start sublimating. Because here's the thing. If there's anything that's blocking the sublimation from touching the tumbler, it will not press or print properly. So you want to make sure you get rid of any type of dirt, oil, or debris from your tumbler. So I'm using these shop towels because they don't really transfer lint onto my projects. I'm so glad your video came out. I'm glad too. I love teaching. I love helping. I just love it. I'm just glad I decided to go live today, because I really wasn't going to. I was just going to clean up my craft room and just chill before going to work. And I ended up doing a live stream, and I'm kind of glad that I did. That was not my plan to go live. I decided to go live when my husband was still asleep. I was going to get on, do some templates, and then get off. And I'm over here pressing tumblers. I'm over here pressing tumblers. I'm so glad too she came out. Well, thank you. Hello, Becca. Thank you for the love. Becca. My cosmetology instructor, her name was Becca. So I am a full-time hairstylist. I do crafting part-time, but I am a full-time licensed hairstylist. I do epoxy, but they take forever. So I've been looking into sublimation. Sublimation will change your life, sister. And here's the thing: if they want glitter, you can still epoxy over the tumbler. So, but when you press it, you don't have to you don't have to seal the sublimation tumbler. So when you press sublimation onto it, that's it. There's no need for sealing. There's no epoxy needed unless they just want glitter on the tumbler. But they also sell glitter sublimation tumblers. So for my vendor list on my website, you can get glitter sublimation tumblers. You can get glow in the dark. You can get UV color changing. You can get a whole bunch of stuff. So make sure you get that link, get that vendor list from my website. So it's still printing out. So we're going to get ready to cut it. And I use a rotary cutter with a ruler because that's how I can get the closest cuts. I don't know if, depending on how long you've been following me, you know all about this rotary cutter. Because the last time I used it, I sliced my finger off. I sliced a big chunk out of my finger. As you can see, it still hasn't quite, it healed, but it still have some battle scars if it actually will focus. Sort of, kind of. Focus. Oh, well. It's not going to focus, but I have a little scar right there. I actually took out, as you can see, my finger is slightly crooked compared to this one. Because I cut a big chunk of my finger and my nail off using a rotary cutter. So, be careful with these rotary cutters. Or you'll end up like me and like slightly maimed. I don't want you to be slightly maimed. I will definitely be looking for that list. Yes, it's on my website. It's called The Plug, but you just need the sublimation portion. Now, if you want to buy the whole thing, you can. I have glitter and mica. I have rhinestones. I have DTF prints. I have HTV permanent vinyl. I have baby blanks. What else do I have? I have a whole bunch of stuff. So it's pretty much this. So this is what it is. This is how it all started. This is The Plug. Yes, I slapped my finger off, girl. So this is how I originally started. I showed this book during a live stream, and I had people ask me if I was selling it, and I was like, no. But they was like, why not? And I was like, because I don't think it's really that. They're like, no, we want it. So I ended up making it. It's over 800 pages. So this is rhinestones. There's the color changing cups. It's really that. They're like, no, we want it. So I ended up making it. It's over 800 pages. So this is rhinestones. There's the color changing cups, stickers. I have stainless steel tumblers in here too. DTF prints. I'm located in Missouri. So these are all DTF prints. Let's see. So DTF is probably the biggest one. That's a lot. Still going. DTF prints. DTF prints. DTF prints. Okay. Stainless steel tumblers for those who do epoxy. I have that vendor list. Stainless steel. So for these small 12 ounces, you have to buy at least 50 pieces, and they're $2.60 a cup. So for the very popular, like, curved tumblers, let's see, you have to buy 25 of them, and they're at $2.80 a piece. Let's see, for the skinny tumblers, you have to buy 25 pieces of them, and they're $3.80 a piece. If I want all, do I just do the plug? Yes. If you want all, just the plug. They have the wine glasses. You have to get 50 pieces for $2.40 a piece. Yes, the plug includes everything in here. It's all. That's all. I have stainless steel tumblers. I have HTV, heat transfer vinyl, with the pricing. The price list is right there. So for, let's see. So for neon, was it neon? So for one roll, it's $4.26 a roll. And it's a 12 by, I want to say 12 by 15 foot roll. So this is all heat transfer vinyl. Yes, it's a digital download. It's over 800 page PDF file of all my vendors. So all this stuff that I'm showing you is located in that vendor list. That's glow in the dark HTV. They have buffalo plaid HTV. They have sunshine sensitive. They have rainbow glitter. They have the striped. I have the prices. So this is the permanent vinyl. They have chrome. They have glitter permanent vinyl. So this, and I have more permanent vinyl. So permanent vinyl, I have a couple different companies. So this is permanent vinyl. They sell by the sheet and they sell by the roll. So for this brand, for this company, the Foshio, so for glossy adhesive for a 12 by 12 inch sheet, it's 18 cents. And then for the 12 by 5 foot roll, it's $1.35. Yes, the link's in my bio. It's called The Plug. So everything that I have in here, I found the manufacturer of Crocs, with the little jibs, little Croc little jibs. I found that too. I also have UV resin. UV resin is there. I have a whole bunch of stuff. Glitter, mica, rhinestones. I have a whole bunch. Sublimation is right here. So this is my sublimation tumbler company. They have 20 ounce. So you can get 20 ounce tumblers. You have to get a case of 25. And with the shipping, it came out to about, now without shipping, it's $2.58. But with shipping, it costs about $4.80 for it to get to me. Thank you for that order. Appreciate that. They have the baby sippy cups. They have the pop caps. They have the sports bottles. They have the glow in the dark. So they have glow in the dark. They have the color changing shift. They also have glitter. And they have the speaker tumblers too. The sublimation speaker tumblers. I just purchased the list. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. And the color changing plastic cups, the confetti cups, and the glass cans, the ones that are like really, really popular. So you have to get 48 pieces, and they're $1.65 a cup. So not bad. And then these are all the glitters from that glitter company. My glitter vendor, she sent me all these samples for glitter, which is crazy. And that's where I also get my mica powders that I sell on my store from. All right. So I don't, like I said, I don't keep anything. I'm transparent. I'm 100% open. Let me know if you want me to find you a vendor for a product. I will gladly look that up for you. I found a vendor for human hair, weave, wigs, extensions. I found a vendor for beads. I found a vendor for a whole bunch of stuff. That's why it's so hard for me to walk into Hobby Lobby and buy vinyl, especially when I know I can buy it for $1.65 a roll overseas. Thank you for information. You are so welcome. Thank you for the follow. I will be posting this on my YouTube channel today, so make sure you go back and check it out. If you missed all the things we did before this, I will be posting it onto my YouTube channel. So you can follow my YouTube channel by going to my TikTok page and hitting that play button underneath my logo. That's how you can go straight to my YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe so you can so you don't miss none of my lives, because I do stream live on YouTube as well. Okay, and I do Canva classes on YouTube too. But if you want a one-on-one class with just me and you can set that up on my website also. It's in the banner for online courses. I book courses for Canva, for Cricut, for Shopify stores that are just opening. And I do a Q&A session. So if you want to ask me some questions, anything about your business or whatever. I do website consultations for free, which means I look onto your website and I let you know certain things as a first-time person looking at it, things you should change or alter, things to maybe look at or things like that. So I do those for free. So if you want me to do that for you, I will do it for free. Just hit me up and be like, hey, here's my link to my website. Can you look at it and let me know what you think? And then I will send a voice recording to you, letting you know my opinions on your website. Now, whether you use it, it's up to you. But outside looking in, I will tell you what I see and different things that I think would make it a better website. Do you have a vendor for jewelry? I have a vendor for beads. That's on my website too. I believe it's $3.99 for that vendor list, sis. Go to my website. It's on there. All right. So now that I have it cut, I cut up all the white. So we're going to be using 2 different size tapes for this. We're going to be using a 1-inch heat transfer or heat resistant tape. You're welcome. And then we're going to be using a 1/8 inch heat resistant tape. So we're going to be using 2 different tape sizes because I'm just very particular and that's just what I do. I'm very picky about my stuff. So, so that's what we're going to do. I'm going to get my cradle. Give me 1 second. So whenever I'm doing sublimation, I always use this cup cradle. My husband actually makes these. I sell these also on my website, but it's to hold my, I need your help. Help with what? What can I do for you, sister? What can I do for you, my crafting sister? So let's pull our sleeves up here. And we're going to line it up on the paper. So we're good to go on that. And then we're going to make sure that it's straight and not crooked. There's nothing like printing an image on crooked. I'm telling you. I have done it before. So don't feel bad. I have taken plenty of L's. My motto is I take the L so you don't have to. Okay. But I do have the Starbucks no logo double walled snow globe tumblers coming in. I found the manufacturer for Starbucks tumblers, and I ordered a case of 50 of them, and they are on the way. So I'm going to test them out to see if I like them. If I like them, then I will let you know, and they will be available for sale, or you'll be able to get the vendor list from me. They do the studded tumblers. They do the Mickey Mouse ear tumblers. So I found the vendor for Starbucks, and I ordered them. They're on the way. Each cup was about $5.60 a cup, which is not bad. Not bad at all. So it's a great price. So for 50 of them, it costs $279, which is great compared to going to Starbucks themselves and spending $15 a cup. And to avoid all the commotion about, Starbucks rules and their copyright and stuff like that, just buy the blank ones, y'all. Like, it's not that serious, because your pockets, I'm pretty sure, are not deeper than Starbucks' pockets. So just comply with their rules. And, we're crafters. We work around things. So one question, are the vendors from Alibaba or just Google and name? No, it's from Alibaba. And I have links to take you straight to them to contact them. They are from overseas. They are from Alibaba. And I put the links there. It takes you straight to their website stores, and you can contact them directly. And these are all vendors that I use and continue to use. And all the websites are secure. So transactions, as far as payment, is 100% secure. I've never had anything suspicious come out of my account. I've never had more money come out than was supposed to. I had made a transaction and got the product exactly as it was listed. So nothing is suspicious. Trust me, if it was suspicious, I think it was secure, I wouldn't have posted it. I do my homework, I do my research, and I make sure what I give y'all is the best quality that I can give, okay? Alright, so that's wrapped. We wrapped it from top. Just wanted to make sure, thank you, you're welcome. Okay, with those that purchase vendor lists, get a vendor update list. As far as I know, I pretty much kept it the same, but I do have a list of everyone who has purchased it, and if I find something different, then I will give you that updated vendor via email. But so far, all my vendors have been the same, because a lot of them, they pretty much sell almost the same thing. So if you're looking for something, most likely anything sublimation, they're going to do sublimation tumblers also. And they also do the glass cans. So a lot of times they kind of cross-reference, and even the ones that sell the vinyl sell sublimation blanks too. So they pretty much kind of cross-reference. But when I first was looking for certain things, those are the ones that I came up with. Now, when you go to the permanent vinyl for the for Shio, it's going to pull up like car detailing vinyl, but they do sell crafting vinyl. You have to ask for it, okay? So now we have that wrapped. We're going to take our scraper, and we're going to push up against our seam line. I don't like that piece of tape right there. It's going to make it ghost if I don't fix that piece of tape. So I'm very particular about how I tape my tumblers down, because I don't like ghosting. I don't want it to ghost. So ghosting is when you don't, or when air has gotten in underneath your design and it causes a space between the sublimation tumbler and the design, it causes it to ghost. So all that means is the image wasn't touching the tumbler because there's either too much air or there wasn't enough pressure between the tumbler and the heat being applied. So we're going to press against that seam. So you see that seam right there starting to form. So you want to press it from both angles. This is the important part. Press it from both angles, from left and from right. And if you start taping your tumbler one way, you have to continue wrapping your tumbler like that for the whole entire time. So press, now you see that seam line right there? You see the little bar? That's the seam line. So make sure you really press that down. Okay? I started wrapping from this way across my body. So every time I put tape on it, it has to cross my body. So even when we go to do the small one, you have to wrap your tape all the same. Because if not, if you start wrapping from the left and then switch and wrap to the right, guess what's going to happen? You're going to force air back into your tumbler. So make sure you wrap it all the same from start to finish. You can't switch up and wrap to the other side because you got tired. So I'm pulling it tight. You want to pull it tight to where you feel like you're going to rip the tape. Because you want to make sure the key to sublimation is tightness. Okay, you want to make sure that it is tight. And we're going to run our finger over that rim and we're going to tuck that tape down. Because you want to make sure you sublimate all the way to the top rim. Okay, so go over just to make sure. And I use my desk to my advantage. So you're going to press it down. And we're just going to just grind that just to make sure that it's nice and smooth on the top. Okay. We're going to do the same for the bottom. Now this is the one, this is the 1/8 heat tape. So we use the inch and I'll be using the 1/8. So we're going to cut that off. And I like to make a little tab so it's easier for me to take it off towards the end after it's already been pressed. So I'm just going to fold the tape back just a little bit, not a lot. The same thing. We're going to tape it the same way. Tape it the same way. So we're going to pull it tight to our body. We want to make sure that we keep the pressure tight on this, okay? You want to wrap it the same way you wrapped everything else. Okay, same thing. You're going to press that image. See how much force I'm putting on there? Make sure you press it down really, really good, okay? Because you want to make sure no air gets into this design because we don't want ghosting. So I always test out my images before I post them to my website to make sure nothing looks fuzzy or foggy when I go to press it. That's just a personal preference of mine. I know some people just create it and be like, oh, hope it works. I don't like to do that. I like to press out my images before. So when I make a design, I will pre-press it. Therefore, if I need to go back and make any changes, I can make changes. So that's just my own like little quality control check. And then we're going to take one piece and we're going to put it down that seam. Okay, same thing. We're going to pull it tight. Okay, I'm going to put that, and we're going to press that seam down like you're kneading dough, like it's a rolling pin. If you want to, you can go back with your scraper again and go up against that seam line. You want to just make sure you just get that seam as defined as you can. If your forearm is not hurting after you press or wrap a tumbler, you're not doing it right. Like your arm, your body should be like, man, I'm tired. Just want to make sure you get that seam line good. All right. Now is the fun part, is pressing. I'm just tuning in. Did you make slits on the end or did you have, I did not make slits at the end. It just depends. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But the way I have my image sized, it stops exactly at the bottom of the cup. So I don't have to cut slits. If you want to, just to help you wrap it better, you can. But for me, it's not necessary because my image stops right at the bottom of my cup. All right, let's move my laptop out the way. We don't want any casualties. Alrighty, so now this bad boy. This is my tumbler press. I bought it from my overseas vendor on the eBay American page. So we're going to turn it on. And it is touchscreen. So we're going to press and hold the power button for 2 seconds. Now I have it automatically set. So the temperature is at 375 for 60 seconds. So we're going to put it in, press it once, turn it 180, and then press it again. And that's it. So for 2 minutes, you have a complete tumbler. Let me grab my heat glove because I'm going to need it because it's going to be hot when I get this bad boy up out of here. So I got my heat glove. Okay. It does not take very long for it to heat up. It's already at 129. And you can feel the heat. I mean, this thing is kicking. So just make sure when you're using this tumbler press, if you choose to go to the eBay provider that I got from and buy it, make sure you do not turn it on or plug it in until you are ready to press, because this thing will be hot. Okay, thank you. Do you find it better than the oven? I don't like the oven. I don't either. My oven is no longer in my craft room anymore. I just took my oven out. I'm going to be selling it online to someone who needs an oven. So if you like the oven, you need an Oster. I have the Oster XL. You're able to stand up at least 5 to 6 tumblers in at a time. If you want it, I am selling it for $90. Because I no longer use my oven. I used to use my Cricut mug press, but then I bought this bad boy, and it was $239 on eBay. And I believe they have a coupon code for they have a coupon for $10 off. So it's like $229 now. And it got to my door in 4 days. So, but by far, I love it. Now you have to adjust the pressure right here. This is how you adjust the pressure to make it tighter or looser. But that's how you adjust the pressure on it. Okay. So that's how you adjust the pressure right there. And you can make it tighter with that. So once you get it where you want it to go, tighten it back. So you should feel some type of resistance. So before you even turn it on, you want to put your tumbler in the press, adjust your pressure, and then test it. So you should feel a slight resistance when you go to try to close it, but not so much resistance where you can't close it at all. I love the Cricut mug press. I do too. I have 2 of the Cricut mug presses. How did the mug press for the tumblers? I have a video on my YouTube channel. So I have a video on my YouTube channel about using the Cricut mug press for sublimation. All right, it's in there. We're going to press it down, and it's going to automatically count down. So I have a YouTube tutorial for how to use the Cricut mug press for sublimation on my YouTube channel, One Crafting Mama. So you can look at the Cricut mug press for sublimation video or the sublimation 101 video. Thank you for the follow. So both of those videos, I demonstrate how to use the Cricut mug press for sublimation tumblers. Now I can only print 20-ounce sublimation tumblers, so I do not, I don't have 30-ounce tumblers, but I measured a regular hog 30-ounce tumbler, and you actually can sublimate a 30-ounce tumbler in the Cricut mug press as well. You have to just flip it on the other side. But I go into details about how to press with a mug press on my YouTube channel. Let me get my glove on, because this is going to be hot. So I can get ready to turn this, and then we're going to actually press it for 60 more seconds, and then that's going to be that. You're welcome. And don't worry, this video I'm doing now, I'm going to be putting it on my YouTube channel as well. So you can always go back and you can rewatch it. Now it's hot. You see it's smoking? It's hot. So I probably had the pressure a little bit too hard, but it's okay. I'll go back and adjust at a later time. All right. Now, one thing I found that I do, just because I'm just precaution like that, I actually will put each end of the tumbler back in there and press for a couple more seconds just to make sure it's sublimated all the way to the bottom and all the way to the top. That's just what I do. You probably don't have to, but I'm just kind of paranoid. And I do it just to calm my paranoia. But I'm pretty sure you probably don't have to do it like that. But I just do it like that because I'm just, like I said, I'm paranoid. So I just like to do it that way. I just do it that way because I'm slightly paranoid. We all have our crafting rituals that we do. How much are they? And you get any ghosting with it? They are the one I got from eBay is $2.39, and I did not get any ghosting with it. But also depends on how you wrap your tumbler as well. But I did not get any ghosting. Okay, like I said, I'm paranoid, so I'm going to put it down for a couple more. I'm not going to close it all the way, just towards the edge, a couple more seconds. Okay, then I'm going to turn it to the other side and do it again. Just a couple more seconds to make sure, and that's it. Now I'm not using it anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to turn it off. And I'm going to loosen it up because I think I made it a little bit too tight. All right, I think I made it a little bit too tight. Just touch that, and it's super hot. It cools down rather quickly. So you want to resist, but you don't want to be like, oh my gosh, I can't close it resisting. You know what I'm saying? So you want to close, but you don't want to be like, oh my gosh, I can't close it. It's resisting so much. So there we go. All right. So it doesn't take too long to cool down, but I'm kind of impatient. So I like to peel while it's slightly warm because I'm just impatient. So I just like to peel while it's kind of warm. And I have my tabs on here, so it's easy for me to peel it off because I left tabs. Oop, dropped my tool. I left tabs on here, so it's easy for me to peel it off. Let me grab my tool back. I'm going to need it because, like I said, this is very, very hot. So if you don't want to peel hot, you don't have to. You can let it cool down, but I'm just impatient. Hey, what are you doing? What's that? It's a tumbler press for sublimation. So let's bring you guys down. Can I see how you tape it? I have a YouTube tutorial about how I tape it on my YouTube channel. Just go to either Sublimation 101, where I did an online class, or go to Sublimation with the Cricut Mug Press. Those two videos, I actually show you how I wrap my tumblers. Very cool. It saves me a lot of time. So now no more 6-minute cook times in the oven. So just 2 minutes and that's it. So I have to thank my girl Herring Company. She actually told me how to do my settings for that temperature. I had a live stream while I was testing it out, and I was like, look, I have a 5-cup minimum when I'm going to mess up. If I mess up 5 more tumblers, I'm sending this bad boy back. And I got it right in 2 thanks to her. So I jacked up the first one, and the second one came out perfect. So thanks to her, I got my temperature settings right, and we good to go. All right. So here's the reveal. Woo, look at that seam, baby. Try overlapping the tape. It will be faster to remove. Yeah, but sometimes when I overlap tape, because I pull it so tight, it causes it to gap. So I don't like doing that. You are my sunshine. It came out so cute. I love it too. It came out really, really good. I like it a lot. It came out super cute. I love it. It's very pretty. Slight ghosting at the bottom, just a little bit, but not enough to really be like, oh my gosh. So it's a nice little healthy ghost. But other than that, it looks really good. The top looks really good too. Other than that slight little ghosting right there at the bottom. But it came out really good. Came out nice. So that's that. It's cooled down now, so. But it looks really good. I like it a lot. Because I was really worried about this one, about how it was going to press. But it came out really good. Because it was just so colorful. Sometimes the ones that are really colorful, I'm like, oh man, it's going to come out right. What's going to happen? But yeah, it came out really good. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. It came out really nice. She said, hi. Oh man, I missed everything. You did. You missed it. You missed it. Y'all want me to press one more? Want me to do the cow one next? I'll press one more tumbler. Which design? For those who were here earlier, which design should I press next? The cow. Let me show y'all the designs. Let's cast a vote real quick. Let me show y'all the designs that I made in Canva, and I'll let y'all choose which one I'm going to be pressing next. So let's wake up our computer here. So we have we just printed that one, so we can't use that one. So let's minimize this. Let me show you the designs that I just created in Canva, and I'll let you guys choose which one. So we have Pumpkin Spice Life. I'm over here on one so I can pay attention. So we have Pumpkin Spice Life. Let's go back to this one. Let's go to the original. Let's go to new subject. There we go. That way we can see all of them. So we have this cow. We just did that one. We have Bloom with Grace. Pumpkin Spice Life, Volleyball Mom Life, and then I'm making a Baltimore design. I haven't got a cow. Okay, cow wins unanimously. And I was going to print the cow one first, but then You Are My Sunshine won, so I didn't do. So I did this one first. But my original design, I was going to do the cow print. Was my original. I already had it like pre-uploaded onto my screen and everything. I was going to do the cow print first. But then You're My Sunshine won. But isn't this cow cute? I made in Canva. Isn't he cute? He's so cute. It's never the one I want. Which one did you want? Because we did We Are My Sunshine already. I think that's the one that you chose earlier. I need settings for my Mac. What's your name? Is it Lena? Hold on. Wait. Print size is 8. Print size is 9.3 by 8.2. Go to my website and I have a cheat sheet. But the one who asked for print settings for the Mac, I have a YouTube video on how to set up your print settings for sublimation on your Mac. Go to my YouTube channel. So it is 9.3 by 8.2. Now this is just for my vendor of tumblers. So the sizing may vary. And even for my vendor, I have to adjust the size a little bit, but sometimes not by much. But 9.3 by 8.2. And we're gonna print her out. So I have it already set for colors and to automatically mirror. Hey! So for some reason my phone is not letting me click on nothing, so I can't go back and look at comments. Because it's there we go. We're back now. Sorry, it kicked me out of my TikTok and it wouldn't let me click on my screen. My phone freezes up because I have way too many pictures on my phone. I need to clear my phone off so it actually can work properly. Can y'all see now? So we are printing out this design to print on a tumbler. I'm going to do one more and then I'm going to get up off of here so I can get back to cleaning up. Y'all are prohibiting me from cleaning up my craft room. Yes, I was on your YouTube, that one live, and I've been creating designs nonstop. Yay! Yes. But I did talk a little bit more on how to do it the proper way, for Canva in this video earlier. So sis, you might want to go back when I upload to YouTube and rewatch this video from the beginning. First time watching, first time seeing you. Hey! But look at that ink release. Look at that ink release, y'all. This is the A-sub paper. The ink release is insane. Yeah, that ink release is crazy. All right, let me get another tumbler out. And then we'll get started. Which is perfect because I have a vendor event that I'm going to. I'm going to be selling tumblers. Hello, my name is Ashley and I am addicted to Canva. Listen. Hello, Ashley. Like we're at an AA meeting. That is funny. That's funny. She said, I'm addicted to Canva. Listen, I share the same addiction. Because Canva is just bomb. You know, for it to be like $12 a month, you make that money back. That's why I'm like, y'all, sign up for Pro. I'm telling you, it's worth it. It's worth every single penny. Because Peacemaker, her tumbler designs are amazing. Still trying my design on Canvas. Her designs are awesome. I love her tumbler designs. Her tumbler designs are amazing. Peacekeeper has beautiful designs. You are welcome. So your YouTube video on design. Yes, I have one. I want to say it's called Canva. I have one called Canva 101 and I have one called Canva Pro. So basically anything named Canva, I am doing something on Canva. I don't know how to use it and I pay for it. Sis, go to my YouTube channel and look at that Canva 101 class. It's not difficult. I use it because I don't want to learn Photoshop. I know, I'm shallow. I don't want to learn Photoshop. Photoshop is just a lot. I haven't used Photoshop consistently since high school, and I'm 31 years old. So I've been in high school for a little bit. So, and I don't plan on going back to learn Photoshop right now. I like Canva. I'm just going to continue to use what works. And for right now, Canva it is. Now, when I actually don't have my kids for a weekend, I probably will sit down and learn Photoshop. But for right now, we gonna rock with Canva. We gonna rock with it. We gonna rock with Canva. So I buy my tumblers from overseas. My tumblers are about $4.80 a cup. So if you want that, I have a vendor list on my website called The Plug, and you can get it from there. We are the same age. Whoop whoop. Class of 09 in the building. Hey. What? Newbie here. I pay for Photoshop and don't know how to use it. I pay for Photoshop too and never use it. I never use Photoshop, but I pay $20 a month for it. I'm about to stop it because when I'm ready to go to Photoshop, I pay for it and I haven't used Photoshop not once. So I need to stop paying for something I'm not using. Correct. So for those just coming in, we just pressed this cup right here. I made this design in Canva, completely in Canva. I'm a newbie. I've tried using Canva, but feel overwhelmed. I have videos. I have a Canva 101 class on my YouTube channel, sis. Go check that out. YouTube channel is One Crafting Mama, and the logo is the same as mine logo on TikTok. I tried Photoshop and was like, bye. It's very technical, but once you get it, you make such beautiful designs in Photoshop. I have Procreate too, but I can't draw. So I don't know why I even bought Procreate, but I did put Procreate to good use because that bleach kind of stain on the back of that cow, I made that in Procreate and uploaded it to Canva. Let me show you. So this little white bleach spot back here, I actually made it in Procreate. I'm going to do a TikTok about it today. But if you go to, here's my uploads right here. So all these little like white bleach spots I'm getting ready to show you, I made these in Procreate right here. All these bleach spots I made in Procreate and uploaded them onto Canva. Because Canva had a lot of bleach spots, but I was like, I don't like those. I want to look more airbrushed. So I have different shapes. There's a wood grain one. There's bubbles right there. There's a brushed one. A drip. So I made these in Procreate and upload them onto Canva. So I will be doing a tutorial for that later on today. Yes. Actually, no, it's, I want to say it is Maryland. I want to say it's Maryland. Can you upload fonts in the camera? You sure can. You can upload fonts just like you can upload videos or upload photos. I want to say it's Maryland. It's Maryland. Yes, you can upload your own fonts. But just make sure you have the legal rights to use that font. Yep, it's Maryland. I'm making a Maryland tumbler design. I haven't quite finished it yet, but maybe I'll come back on live and do a Maryland design for a tumbler. Oh my gosh, this cow is so cute. Ooh, it's so cute. The cow is so adorable. It's so adorable. I'm going to lift you guys up a little bit more. So if I can't see comments right away, is that you're too high for me to look at comments. I want to make sure I get the right camera angle before I wrap this tumbler up. All right, she's done. Look at the little cow. Oh my gosh, she's so cute. I have a friend that loves Maryland. Nice. Isn't it cute? Aw, look at the little cow. She's so cute. The little cow is so cute. And all these images were found in Canva. So the cow already had a different floral design on the ears, and I didn't like it. So I chose a different one and just covered it up and then duplicated it and then put a flower border and then put my own bleach spot in the back. So, and then the wood is from Canva. The little cow horn print is from Canva also. What kind of printer do you use? I use the Epson 2720, which is a nice, good starter printer for sublimation. It only prints 8.5 by 11 or 8.5 by 14. But you can also tape two pieces of paper together and print longer, but you can't print wider, if that makes any sense. So it can print longer, it just can't print wider. So that's why I want the Epson 15,000, but those things are so hard to come by, and they cost like $600. So I'm like, oof, oof, oof. I'm like, woof. So I'm using a rotary cutter, but be very careful because this thing is sharp, and I've already took my finger off once before already using it. What setting do you use for your paper? Matte or glossy? PPPM. I use premium presentation paper matte. PPPM. Premium presentation paper matte. I do have color settings and printer setup for sublimation on my YouTube channel as well. My husband is teaching that class on my YouTube channel. So if it doesn't look like me, it's my husband. He set my settings up for my MacBook, and he did that video for my YouTube channel. So go and check that out. If you're having issues with your printer settings for sublimation, go and check that out. It's on my YouTube channel. But first things first, make sure you download your printer drivers. You cannot do the settings on my YouTube channel without downloading the printer drivers. And I'm pretty sure he talks about that on his video. He walks you through it step by step on how to set up your printer settings for sublimation on MacBook, Windows, and HP. So for those who use Chromebook, I'm sorry, I do not have a tutorial for you. Only have it for Windows, Mac, and HP. All right, so it's all cut out. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate that. So we're going to use our tumbler cradle, which I do sell on my website. So we're going to use this, and then we're going to take our tumbler that we wiped clean, and then we're going to line this up. We want to make sure that it's lined up. We want to make it so it's straight. So we're going to push it down. I like for my image to be covered on the top and on the bottom. And that's pretty much lined up pretty much perfectly spot on. It's a little off, but yeah, that's perfect. All right, I'm going to move you a little bit more to the side because you guys are kind of in my way. So if I can't read comments, that means I am away from my phone and I can't see it. So we're going to be using two different tape sizes. We're going to be using 1/8 tape, and we're going to be using 1-inch tape. Okay, so for the one who's asking how I wrap my tumblers, here you go. Are you watching? So first one, you're going to put the tape in the middle. I get long pieces of tape, and you're going to pull this tape till you think you are going to rip it, because you want to pull it tight, because you don't want any air to be in this tumbler, and you want it to be nice and flush to your cup. So you don't want no air in there. So we're going to wrap it extremely tight. So pull it until you think you're going to rip the tape. And sometimes I actually do. So I'm going to put it side by side, because sometimes when I wrap the one next to it, my tightness is not the same. And I have to go back and I have to change or adjust my tightness from the first piece of tape. Like right here. So I'm just going to pull this piece of tape back up ever so slowly, because you don't want to rip too much of that backing of that paper off. I'm going to get a new piece of tape. All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to retape that. All right, we're good. So now I alternate between here, back and forth. And we're going to continue just going up the cup, wrapping it. You don't want any bumps, because that means you're going to let air in, and we don't want any type of bumps. Okay, I don't like how that one's sitting. I'm not really too fond of that one. So I'm very particular about how I wrap my tumblers. As you can see, I am a person that will take a piece of tape on and off, on and off, on and off. But I like what I like, so y'all leave me alone. I'm just very particular about how I wrap my tumblers, because I want the best result. Okay? I'm very particular how I wrap it. I be using so much tape, but I can't help it. I just feel, I know, I try using less tape, and I just can't do it. I don't see how people can put like one piece of tape here, one here, and one there. I'm like, how's it come out perfect? Mine don't be coming out that perfect when I do that. So I just, look, I'm a creature of habit. I wrap my tumblers relatively the same way every time. So that's just what I like to do. I just like to do that. So one time I wrapped my tumbler so tight, I actually broke my tumbler cradle. I actually broke my tumbler cradle because I wrapped it so tight. It like crumbled right on live stream. And I was like, really? Thank you for the follow, Miss Daniels. So I wrapped it so tight, I literally like broke my tumbler cradle. And I was like, oh my gosh, my husband's going to kill me. She said, yes, gives me anxiety when they space it out. I'm like, and they be coming out perfect. I'm like, how? How, Slay? How? Mine never works like that. Ever. Like, I never... Like, when I was looking for a vendor, the little videos they do for, like, overseas purposes, they're, like, barely putting any tape on. I'm like, that's not real. Y'all didn't press that. Hello, I'm new here and new to Sublimation. Well, hello. Welcome, my crafting sister. I have plenty of videos and tutorials on my YouTube channel that can help you on your sublimation journey. But if all that fails and you still just don't get it, feel free to message me within TikTok and I will gladly help you any way, shape, or form. Or you can sign up for an online one-on-one class on my website for sublimation. I will show you via Zoom how to do sublimation and how to come up with bomb results, okay? So we're going to be pressing that seam. Same as last time. We don't want no air getting up into this design, okay? And I'm still new to sublimation, believe it or not. Like, I'm not, like, the best at it either. So I still get ghosting from time to time. I still mess up. I still print upside down. And so I'm not perfect. I'll be taking L's all the time. So I take L's often. I really do. I really do be messing up quite often. But like I said, I have a vendor list for my sublimation tumblers. I pay $4.80 per tumbler. Ow. So I have a vendor list. It's called The Plug. So if you want to click on the link in my bio, you can go to The Plug. I have glitter, mica, rhinestones, DTF prints, sublimation, stainless steel tumblers, plastic tumblers, acrylic tumblers are coming soon. I have beads, human hair, weave and wigs, all that. It's called The Plug. Let's go ahead and press the seam one more time because I'm anxious, because I'm talking, so I'm not really paying attention. And then we're going to take our 1/8 size tape, and I like to just make like a little fold. So it makes it easier for me to be able to take it off when the tumbler is actually done being pressed. If I can get it right. Yep, there we go. That is The Plug. Yes, now all my vendor lists, The Plug by itself, if you want everything, it's over 880 pages via PDF file. So that PDF file is over 800 pages. So I did not play with y'all when I gave y'all that vendor list. And it has clickable links that you can go straight to the supplier and talk to them directly. So I was not playing with y'all. So all the links are secure, which means doing monetarily transactions are 100% secure. They do take PayPal, Google Pay. So there's many ways that you can keep your money secure. Thank you for the follow. What platform do you use to promote your products? I use Shopify. Shopify for the win. I use Shopify. To me, Shopify is extremely easy. And it's pretty hard to fail with using Shopify because they make it so easy. They pretty much do the majority of the work for you. All you're doing is just plugging in information. But they do it all for you. They have awesome templates that you can use. You can purchase templates from them that look really nice too. It depends on what you're looking for. But their free templates are actually really, really nice. All right. So I'm going to fold that back. And then we're going to do it again. So we're going to make sure that we get the especially the booty. We want to make sure we get the butt of the tumbler really, really good, because that's where I usually get majority of my ghosting is going to be at the bottom. So the same way I wrapped it in the beginning, we're going to wrap it the same way all around the cup. So anytime I apply tape, we're going to be applying it in the same direction, because you don't want to push air back into the design by wrapping a different way. So you want to make sure that you wrap your tape all the same way. So you can't start wrapping it from the right and then switch up and wrap to the left. It don't work like that. You're going to make it buckle, and you're going to have ghosting. I can almost guarantee you're going to have ghosting. There's been times I actually took the image off because I thought I wrapped it a different way, and I really didn't. My father was like, "What are you doing? You wrapped it the right way." And I was like, "Did I? Oh well, got to rewrap it." So I'm just pressing my finger and I'm applying pressure to that booty. We want to make sure that paper wraps around that butt of that tumbler. Okay. Now this is where my table comes into play. So we're going to take it and we're going to grind it down the top on the table. Then we're going to turn on the butt. And I'm also going to turn at a 45-degree angle and just rub that booty on my table. Because you really want to make sure that everything is touching. And then we're going to take a piece of tape and we're going to tape the seam. Now you can use the 1/8 inch tape, or you can use the 1 inch tape. It really doesn't make a difference which size tape you use for this part. It's right here in front of me. I'm going to use this one. Okay. And we're just going to wrap that seam. I don't know why I put that away. I still need it. I don't know why I put this away, because I still need it. Fill the cup up. That he is a professional when it comes to wrapping tumblers. Fill the cup up is so much better at this than I am. Let me just tell you that. He is amazing. His tumblers are fantastic. He doesn't get on much anymore, but his tumblers are absolutely phenomenal. Like, I love his cups. Alrighty, so we're going to press that seam one more time because I'm just paranoid. I know Peacemaker's like, oh my gosh, press the seam again. I got you, girl. I feel you. I feel you in my spirit, reminding me to press the seam again. I feel you, Peacemaker. I feel you. Hey, thanks. Awesome. You do too. I'm telling you, Fill the Cup Up is amazing. And he did this font wrap around the tumbler, and I'm still scared to try it. And he nailed it. And I was like, I'll just continue to put my font on one side of the cup, please and thank you. I am not brave enough to do a font wrap. I'm cool. I'm cool. Look, Phil. No more Cricut mug press. I got a tumbler press now. So now you can't make fun of me. You or your daughter cannot talk about me no more using my my Cricut mug press. So I have officially retired my oven. The oven is no longer with us. So I do not have my oven anymore. I probably keep it just to have it around just in case, but it is no longer in my office. I took my oven out because this right here can press it in 2 minutes. And I'm like, yes. So we're going to press and hold our power button. And my temperature is already set at 375 for 60 seconds. So we're going to let it heat up again. Thank you for the follow. So I'm like, listen. So while that's going, I'm going to press this seam out a little bit more because I'm not really feeling too confident about the seam. But yeah, I'm not really feeling too confident about the seam. Usually when I say that, it comes out perfectly fine, but I'm always like super anxious. That's the one thing about sublimation I hate, because you really can't, once you put it in the heat, it's not really much you can really do. You just have to just wait for the outcome and just hope it comes out right. You just have to hope and pray that you did all that you can do. Let me buy it. I sure will sell it to you. Don't play, Cube. I will sell it to you. I will sell that oven straight to you, sis. I'm not playing. I'm doing a de-stash. I have a lot of things I need to get rid of. I have ribbon. I mean, I have like a whole Tupperware tub full of ribbon, some of it not even used. I have ribbon, I have fabric, I have HTV and permanent vinyl scraps just laying around. Do you seal it? Nope, no need to seal it. Once you press it, that's it. Did you say the settings for the press? Yes, 375 degrees for 60 seconds. And I adjust my pressure to where it's difficult to clamp down, but not too hard to where I can't pull it all the way down. Thank you for the follow. But I have like acrylic plastic tumblers. I have this little dollar water bottle thing. I have 100 of those. I gotta get rid of those. So I'm doing like grab boxes. If it fits, it ships. I need to get rid of this stuff. I have glitter I'm trying to get rid of. There's a whole bunch of stuff I'm trying to get rid of. I have sublimation blanks that I'm not using. I need to get rid of. It's just a bunch of stuff that I'm not really planning on going that direction in crafting. So if you're interested, follow me and I will let you know when they are ready to be grabbed. But I did post a video about it. So here we go. We're going to put this bad boy in there. Press it down. And that's it. This on the website. What's on the website? Okay, I will. Yes, message me. Message me, Cub and Dolly 6. I will gladly ship this oven straight right on to you, girl. Because I don't have a use for it anymore. Yep, I used it for sublimation only. No food. Just, it's a Oster XL. And I can stand up about 6 tumblers in it at once. I have smaller kids, so for me having an oven is not really a good idea unless I have it on a tabletop, but then I have no space to put it on my table. So use on the machine. I bought it from a vendor overseas on their Etsy YouTube page. The stuff you get rid of. Yes, I have it. Not yet. I'm trying to consolidate all of it together so I can take pictures so I can put them up on the website. But I might just do random boxes, so just random little bit of everything. But I'll try to have people so they'll be able to actually pick what they want. I don't have my glove on. What am I doing? So I will have everything listed that I'm trying to de-stash from, because I have a whole bunch of stuff I'm trying to get rid of. Because right now, I kind of know exactly what I want to do crafting-wise, and I really don't want to deviate from that. So I found my niche. I know what I want to do. So a lot of stuff I have left over. Thank you for the follow. I need to get rid of. So I will be announcing the de-stash. I'm going to try to put it together this weekend because my husband's off for the next couple of days, so he'll be able to help me. So I'm trying to get it together by this weekend. I want to have it up by Sunday. And I'm going to name the collection de-stash. I got ribbon. I got a whole bunch of stuff. Let me just show y'all some of the stuff I got. It's crazy. It is crazy. Look at this. All this ribbon and stuff that I'm not even going to use. I'm going to show you in a minute. I have tulle, full rolls of tulle, not even opened. I have different color tulle. I have ribbon, hardly even used or not used at all. I have these bows that I bought. Some of my made that I'm not going to use. I mean, I have a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I don't plan on getting into making bows. I was going to make bows, but then I changed my mind. And I was like, nah, bows are just not for me. So I changed my mind and I was like, you know what? I need to get rid of this stuff because right now it's just crap just sitting there. And I need to get rid of it. Looking forward to what you share. I need some direction, some things. What's up? What can I help you with? I'm going to scoot it to the edge. I'm going to press it just for a couple more seconds just to make sure that the top and the bottom are good. I'm just paranoid. All right, that's it. Let's turn this off, and then I'm gonna show you this ribbon that I gotta get rid of. I got a bunch of stuff I need to get rid of. Let's unplug this. I no longer need it. Move it to the side. So I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to get rid of. So let me show you how big this tub of ribbon is and how I don't need it. So this is a whole big tub of ribbon that I'm not going to be using. So I have tulle. I have faux leather. Look, I have bows, like a bowed crown. I have tulle. So all this ribbon, some of it's new. I haven't even opened. And some of it's like slightly used. I have a bow dabber right there. How to make bows. No, bows are just too much. I can't. I can't. I was going to, and then I had kids, and then I kind of just went out the window. So when you have kids, you know, you really don't have time for stuff like that. Like you think you are. Nah. Thank you for the follow. And I was like, nah, I'm good. So if anyone needs ribbon, I got you. How much for that box? The whole box of ribbon? Girl, I don't even know. I haven't even sat down and like priced everything yet. I'm at the point where I'm just like, shoot me a price. But I gotta sit down and think of everything. All right, let's get this taken off. And this is why I had those tabs, so I was able to remove the top and bottom tape fairly quickly. And I'm impatient, as Phil would say. I'm an impatient perfectionist, and I just don't like to wait. So I'm peeling this bad boy while it is hot. So I'm an impatient perfectionist. I'm like, ooh, I need to put that on a t-shirt, because that is exactly what I am. But this is the most satisfying but yet nerve-wracking part of sublimation, because you just don't know how it's going to turn out. Is he on TikTok? Is who on TikTok? Fill the cup up. Yeah, he's in the live stream right now. He does sublimation cups. His cups are like dang near perfect every single time. I'm like, dude, that seam, how the heck do you do it? Woo! Look at that seam. Ow, that mug lined up. Phil, look at that seam. It lined up perfectly. Bro, I was not expecting that seam to line up like that. Phil, you see that seam? So this can actually be a seamless design. That's crazy how that lined up. Look at that. That lined up perfectly. I was not anticipating that. I really wasn't. When I created it, I didn't even know it was going to be seamless like that. So this actually is a seamless design. That's dope. Because I never made one of those before. And I always wanted to make a seamless design. And I made it on Canva, Phil. Believe it or not. I made it on Canva. That thing came out nice. You see? That looks so cute. OMG. That looks so good. Oh my gosh. That looks so stinking cute. NG cute. It came out nice. That's a good surprise right there. I was not expecting it to be that perfect. Look at that bottom. No ghost. A little slight right there, but not too much. But that top rim looks really good too. Looks good. I love it. I just love it because it's the watercolor type of cow. So it's like that washed away type of look. Your sizing is spot on. I'm telling you, 9.3 by 8.2. It does the trick. It does the trick. I love how that came out. That looks super stinking cute. And I have a vendor event coming up, so I'm going to save these to sell at that vendor event. But when I create designs in Canva, I do print them out and test them out just to make sure that that they're going to come out good before I start selling the design to other people. Gorgeous. Thank you so much. That came out so good. Oh my gosh, it came out so good. So this one came out good, and this one came out great. I love, love, love. That is a good surprise. I was not expecting that. I had my first vendor event for Mother's Day. I have mine in April, I believe. So I need to sign up and get my table. But those came out so good. Oh my gosh, that was a great surprise. I was not expecting that. I was not expecting that seam like that. I really wasn't. That was a pleasant surprise. Let me put this big boy back, because this thing is heavy. Ugh. This thing heavy. My gosh. I have balloons. I was going to do like balloon art for like events and stuff. I'm not going to use this stuff. I got a whole bunch of stuff. This ribbon's not even been opened. I have so much stuff. It's just crazy. I have fabric that I'm not going to use. Fabric scraps, fabric pieces. These are all my permanent vinyl scraps. I mean, some of these are like almost whole sheets. I'm like, I need to get rid of this crap because there's no way I'm going to go through all this. There's just so much stuff. I have Cricut vinyl. So I have tech wrap and Cricut mixed in there. So there's a whole bunch of stuff. My HTV transfer vinyl is even bigger. I have a whole container like that, ribbon container full of HTV scraps that I have left over. And some of them like whole sheets. So I just need to get rid of it, honestly. And I'd rather give it to those that are doing the same thing I'm doing than just throw it away. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather let someone else who needs it, gets it, than just toss in the trash. Look at this tool. I've used this tool one time. Look at all that tool is still left on there. It's a whole roll of tool. It's like a whole roll of tool almost. That's crazy. Yeah. I don't plan on using it. I was going to do bows and the little cute little baby anklet things, but nah. So you don't put your names on your cups. For sublimation, no. I need to design it so I can print it on the bottom, but no, I don't. I used to put my sticker in and use UV resin on the bottom, but that was really time consuming. And I just got lazy, so I stopped doing it. But I need to do a design for just to press the bottom with like an iron so I can put my name on it. But for right now, no, I don't. I did see a TikTok video about doing it for the bottom. I just haven't got around to creating it. So for right now, no, I do not. All right. Well, that's out the way. But I have a bunch of stuff. I'm going to try to get that stuff posted to the website this weekend. So you'll be able to know what I'm getting rid of. But yeah, that Oster oven is huge. It was $150 for that oven. I haven't mastered that yet. I haven't either, Phil. So don't feel bad. I have not mastered putting something in the bottom of that cup. Let me tell you. I have screwed up a bunch of them trying to figure it out. So I kind of just gave up. I was like, you know what? I'm not going to mess up anymore. Let me just stop. So I just haven't. I didn't do it again. I just left it alone. Hey, girl. Hey. I'm glad you're here. But at the same time, your tumbler is over there on the turner, so I can't show my camera in a certain direction because you'll see your tumbler. Me and SB Love are doing a tumbler swap. I put a post out on TikTok when like everyone said, oh, let's do it. But then no one messaged me. So I was like, come on, y'all, message me so we can tumbler swap. And no one messaged me. They would say they wanted to, but then they didn't say anything. So it was doing a last live screen and she was like, I'll swap with you. So we are doing a tumbler swap and I'm so excited. Her cup looks so good. Just be glad I don't really like purple like that, because if I did, you wouldn't get that cup, sis. I'm just being 100% honest. You would not get that cup. I'm telling you right now, you wouldn't get it. It's beautiful. That sneak peek does not even do it justice. I love it. So for those that are just coming in, we did do these templates. So if you like, I can show it to you one more time before I get off of here. These templates for the tumbler mock-ups in Canva. I can do that for you if you want me to. But I made all these in Canva. This one's really cute. The Pumpkin Spice Life. That one's really cute. And all the images used were found in Canva. Yes, please. I got a yes. Anybody else want to see how to make these mock-ups? Beautiful floral design. I think we're already following each other, aren't we? I can't click anything because my phone has froze up. Okay. All right. So let's just, let's see. Which design should we use? Let's see if we can find a different design. Hey there, boys and girls. I have plenty of, that's on you. That's not on you. Okay, I guess I can go back and finish that one. I got a bunch of designs I haven't even finished yet. All right, so we're gonna go and upload a Facebook post. Because the Shopify, you found the messy bun on Canva. Yes. I found the messy bun on Canva. Let me show you real quick how to find it. So we go to Elements, type in messy bun. There it is. So there's that one, that one, that one, and they even have a skeleton one too. But the pumpkin spice life was right there. That one. I'm trying to see. They have a sunflower one. It's right there. They have even like little kids with the skulls. So they have that. This is all in Canva now. So this is all in Canva. So, and then they have this one. I'm on the computer now. I need to download the driver. Yes, go to Google and type in Epson 2720 drivers. Epson 2720 drivers. Okay, so these are all the different type of messy buns. I mean, there's so many of them. There's so many. They have ones for fall. They have plaid. They have Christmas. They have a whole bunch of them. If you just type in messy buns, I mean, it's endless. Look at the skull on that one. 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 Who says you can't? Oh, some of them you can. But look at that. Some of them you can. Some you can't, and some you can. So you can change the colors on some of those. Look at that one. You can change the color on that one too. So most likely whenever I find an image that I like, hello, I save it. But type in messy buns and there it's endless. It's endless. Alright, let's get rid of that. Now that Fill the Cup Up has distracted me from what I was doing. So some of you can't change the font, some of you, I mean the color, some of you can't. But if you want to add something to your favorites, you just click on the little 3 dots and add the star, and you can add to your favorites list. Need one with transparent glasses and hair tie. Yep, you sure can. Some of you can change it, some of you can't. So it just depends. Alrighty, so let's go to uploads. And the first thing we're going to do, actually, the first thing we're going to do, we're going to go to my folder and we're going to upload our smart mock-up tumbler. So I got this off of Etsy. If you want the creator's link to her page or where I got it from, just make sure you message me on TikTok and I will gladly send you that link. Where is this at? This is on Canva. So in order to use it, you have to have Canva Pro account. This is on Canva. Canva. You can sign up for Canva Pro with the link in my bio. So we have our smart tumbler. So now we're going to go to upload and we're going to upload the image we're going to put on this tumbler mock-up. So let's see what we can find here. Let's do this one. So it's another one. It's like a cowhide that I made, and you're welcome. I made in Canva as well. First thing you're going to do is you're going to turn down the transparency so you be able to see, the tumbler behind the image. And we're going to line it up. And we're going to shrink it down because we want to match this tumbler as best as we can. So that looks good. So what we're going to do is we're going to duplicate this 2 more times. So 1 and 2. So first thing we're going to do on that top image, you're going to scrub this sidebar right here to match the side of that tumbler. For the second layer, we're going to bring it to the middle. And we're going to scrub in the sides. And then for this last tumbler, we're going to pull it all the way over. And we're going to scrub over the left-hand side. So what this is going to do is it's going to make an illusion like they're actually, like the tumbler's already pre-pressed. So it's made to look like this, but you'll be able to see the whole design. So you'll be able to see left, middle, and right of the design as if it were pressed to a cup already. So this will help you save on inventory. It'll help you save on inventory. You won't have to use as much products to do a nice display for your website. So this will help keep the inventory cost down a lot. You're going to turn the transparency back up to 100. And then you're going to double click on the smart image on the background. And you're going to bring it to the front. So now it gives that illusion like it's actually on the tumbler. Thank you for the follow. Now what we want to do, we want to group everything together, because if you try to make just one thing big, it's only going to make just the mock-up big and not the image behind it. So we're going to draw a box around it. So you should have 4 things selected. You should have the smart image and then each Tumblr image behind it. So you should have 4 things. Thank you for the share. You should have 4 things selected. And then you're going to click group. So now you can move it however you want to. You're now free to move about the country. Okay, now I like to put it back in the middle, and then we're going to stretch it out to match the size of the canvas. Okay, and then there's that. I sent you a message for the mock-up. Thank you so much for sharing. You're most welcome, Melissa. I will make sure I send that to you. And then there's the mock-up right there. But what I like to do, just to add a little bit of spice. I know what you meant. It's okay. To add a little bit of zhuzh and a little bit of spice, I add the image back on there to the canvas. And we're going to put it in the corner. So therefore, they can see what the design actually looks like, not separate like this. So now they can see the whole design from one end to the other. You can put it like that. Or if you want to go a step even further and be a little bit extra and a little bit more bougie, you can add a frame. Now for frames, shadow, background remover, and smart mockups, which they do have smart mockups already installed in Canva, you have to have a Canva Pro account. So we're going to click on frames. And for this one, we are going to upload it using the paint strokes. So you see I put that paint stroke design around it. Click apply. It's going to automatically put it around the image. Now you can resize it however you want to. Okay. So therefore they can see what it looks like on the Tumblr, so to say, and they can see what it looks like off the Tumblr. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to add our text. You can make this as fancy or as plain as you want to. I made mine kind of plain because it's not really, the person's not really going to buy this. They're going to buy the image that you designed on Canva. So you're going to make sure you always thank your customers for purchasing with you, because they could have easily went somewhere else. Thank you for your purchase. Okay. And then we're going to make a copy or a duplicate of that. I'm going to put down here, download template or use this template. Let's do use this template. Okay. Now this part is done. Now what we need to do, we need to add the link to the actual design itself. Because if you make a template to this, it's going to take the customer straight to here. That's not the design. So this is what we're going to do. So we're going to exit out. And good thing about Canva is automatically saves anything you do to your design will automatically save to Canva. So it automatically saves as you work. So we're going to go back out. And we're going to go back and find the original design that we originally created in Canva for that cowhide in teal. So this is where it can kind of get a little confusing, because you see there's 2 pages on. So I've already done it once. So we're going to open the original design, and you need to delete anything out of here that you don't want the customer to have access to. Because guess what? They have access to the whole design. So if we have 11 different designs on here and you give them access to it, they can take all the other 11 designs. So make sure you take anything out that's not supposed to be there. That's why it's best when you have, when you're making designs in Canva, make sure you make them one by one. It just makes your life a lot easier. It makes your life a lot easier. I do it this way because I know what I'm doing, and I make copies of everything at least 10 times. But to save the fact of making copies, just make all your images individual. It makes it a lot easier. So now to make this a template where people can actually come back to do this, because what I found out from Canva is I've been doing Canva all wrong. And I posted a video about it, and I was like, look, if I'm wrong, I will make another video correcting myself. And I was wrong. So I had to make a video to correct it. So you can make images or PNG files for sublimation on Canva and press them to your merchandise or to your Tumblr already pre-pressed. That is allowed. What you cannot do is you cannot sell it as a PNG file on Etsy just as the file. You have to sell it as a template, because you have to bring your customers back to Canva, because these pro images are created by other artists that Canva allows to upload it to Canva, and they get paid via download. Okay. So you have to make sure you bring your customer back to Canva in order for them to download or use your template. Now, when you go to upload to your website, make sure you put in the description for Canva Pro users only, or for Canva users advised. Let's use advised. Let's not say only. Let's use advised. Thank you for the follow. So for Canva Pro users advised, and let them know if you have Canva Pro, you can download this image with no extra cost. If you do not, any Canva Pro images used for the design, you have to pay for separately. So now you told them, hey, I made Canva Pro. If you don't have it, it's kind of tough because you have to go through here and download. When you click the download, if you don't have Canva Pro, it's going to ask you to check out. And usually most of the images is like $1.99. So in total, they're probably paying maybe $3 for a design, which is what they would pay for anyway, going on Etsy, getting it for $5 and $6 anyway. So it's actually be cheaper going this route. But it just depends on how many images you used, because every image you use on your design is a charge. Okay, so make sure you put in your description, for Canva Pro users is advised, but not limited to. And let them know that if you do not have Canva Pro, you have to pay for those Canva Pro images used in the design. So now you have to make some that have Canva Pro designs, but you can make some that have Canva free account, which means you can just download for free with no extra cost. So it's a little bit more extra work to make it work because I have to make 2 different designs. So what I would do is I would make a Canva Pro design of this one and then turn around and make a Canva free design of that one if I choose to. Some people would just bite the bullet, pay $1.99 for it. It's no big deal. But some people don't want to do that. So that's why it's best to have Canva Pro. But you do have to be mindful of those that don't have Canva Pro, don't want to pay for it a month. You have to make Canva free images too. All right. So we have this downloaded. So now let's make it into a template the way they can come back and they can either add their name to it. They can change the color if they want to. So anything in the template mode, they can change. And guess what? When they make changes to the template, it will not change the original design. The original design will stay the same. That's why you have to make sure you save it as template mode and not edit. If you put it in edit mode, that means they will change the original design. All right, let me show you how. So click up to where it says share. Click that share button. And you're going to go down to share a link to edit. You don't want that. Click that down arrow. Share a link to use as a template. This is important because you have to have that right there. That's what's going to make or break you. All right. So click that. And then what you're going to do is you're going to copy that link. So when people click on it, it's going to take them straight to this design right here. And whatever you have in here, they're going to have access to. So make sure you don't have nothing else but the design you want them to have access to. You're going to go back out. Now we're going to go back to this design right here we created. And because I want to keep it consistent, I'm going to do the same thing I've been doing to my other designs. I'm going to add a box. Another good thing about Canva is it automatically pulls the colors from your design canvas. So your colors can coincide with each other. So let's use gold. It's really, really pretty. We're going to put it right here behind this. And then we're going to use this template down to be more centered. All right. And then we're going to highlight. This is how we're going to add the link for the template. So you're going to highlight the verbiage you want. You're going to click on these 3 dots right here. Go to the link. And then you're going to hit the Command V to paste it. And then you're going to hit enter. All right. You know it's done correctly when the text is underlined. You see that underline? That means we applied that link correctly. Now, if you want to test it out to see if you put on the right link, go back to share. I'm sorry, not share. Go here, go back to link, and then click on go to link. So it's going to look like, and that's not the right one. So I've been having issues with this. Sometimes it pulls up the right one and sometimes it don't. So let's go back. So let's go back here. You also can click it from up here if you want to. But I want the one that's going to have the preview. So go back to template, copy the link. So sometimes I have to do this more than once. Like I said, it's annoying, but it is what it is. I'm trying to find the original one. Okay, I'm not going to be able to find it. Oh well. Okay. Thank you for the follow. Now we're going to go back to the link and we're going to remove the link and then we're going to put it back in. Okay. And you're going to click off from it. Now let's check and see if we got it right. There we go. That's the right one. Now, when they click on the link from when they purchase it, it will take them to this screen. A template was created by Stephanie Hall, was shared with you. Start designing now. Click use template. Now, if you don't want the preview, you don't have to have it. You honestly can just go back to your previous design and you can just go up to the little link right here and take them straight to it. Or when you go to add your link from here, it'll automatically pull up your recent one right here and it'll automatically connect it. And then when they click on it, it'll take them straight to here. So it depends on what type of look you want. If you want them to go to the preview, that's fine. If not, that's fine too. You don't have to. It's completely up to you. All right. So I like the preview look. I think it looks a lot more professional. It looks a lot more clean. So I'm going to put it back to the preview. Click off, and then we're going to check and see, go to the link, and it takes it back there. Now, when you go to, excuse me, when you go to download this, make sure you download it as a PDF file. Okay? Make sure you download the PDF file. Teal and gold, oops. Cowhide. Oops, if I can spell today. Cowhide template. So make sure you name it, because when they actually click on it, when they download, it's going to say teal and gold cowhide template. It just looks a lot more professional than copy of, or PNG 1, 2, 3. It looks more professional when you actually have it named to the design they bought. Because guess what? When they go to their downloads, they probably have 10 other things named that same exact design. And I have to search through and find this one. So always, always, always name your designs. So when you're going to click download, change that. You don't want that to be on there. Actually, you need two. So for your website, you need PNG. So download it as a PNG first. And then you have to go back and download the same thing as a PDF. Because with PDF, you will be able to have clickable links. So first you need PNG for your website, for your display, for the mock-up. And then you need PDF for the actual template for them when they download or when they purchase it, to be able to click that link and go straight to the design and start customizing it. Okay? So we have that downloaded. So we're all good. All right, we're going to download the PDF. So that's it. So this is strictly for selling digital images when you use something on Canva. Yes. Yes, it is. Now, if you're a drawer and you're an artist, if you go to Procreate and you draw your own image, you don't have to do template. You can go straight to digital download. But no problem. Thank you for the information. You are so welcome. This is for Canva users. So if you design anything in Canva, even different templates, I designed a template for a marketing or a promotion. I have to make sure you bring them back to Canva. You have to bring them back to Canva. So for this template I made for like human hair template for a website or for marketing that I made, it's a template, but I linked it to come back to Canva. Right here. I make this all in Canva. This is for human hair extensions. For those who have a human hair business, I already have a template already pre-made. So I made all this in Canva. Canva images, everything is in Canva. All I did was go in and just create it. And so all you have to do is just go in and just plug in your numbers here and for your products and your website and whatever. It's done. But I have a link created for this for you to be able to come back and edit it. So this is a promo that I have on my website. So anything you design in Canva, you want to sell it, you have to make it a template and bring the customer back to Canva, because if they do not have Canva Pro, they have to pay for those images you use to create that design. Because artists on here, like the Messy Bun, someone actually drew that or created that and uploaded to Canva, and Canva gave the approval to be on their website. So you have to give the creator props and you have to pay them. That's just hands down. Okay. Have to. This is for my other business, Care For Me Naturally. This is a product mock-up for a website or for a promotion I used in Canva. And if I want to sell this online or on Etsy, I have to make it a template. But I'm using it for myself, so I'm just going to just download it right away and put it to my website. Now, if you're using it for personal, like website or promotions or things like that, you can use it. Or if you're going to be pressing it to a product, a tumbler, a shirt, you can use it. But if you're going to sell it or resell it, quote unquote, to someone else, it have to be a template. Okay. And you cannot take one of their templates and sell it. You have to create your own, or you have to alter their already made templates. And changing the picture is not altering it. You have to change the color, the fonts, the picture, stuff like that. Okay. All right, y'all. That's pretty much it. And for some reason, my phone is locked up, so I can't even close out of my I can't even end my live stream. So I don't know what to do. Hopefully, I will be able to upload this to YouTube. Because if I just X out of it, I don't know if it's going to do it properly or not. So let's see something here. Because my phone's been acting up. It's because I have too many I have too much stuff on my iPhone, and yeah. So I don't know how. So hopefully, I'm praying.